you guys notice from behind her as well that her skin turns not parchment white, but fades drastically to an unhealthy, hollow look. And as she turns her eyes, and as she turns her head back towards all of you when she recovers, you notice that her skin has a very gaunt appearance to it. Her eyes have not doubled, but gotten noticeably larger, and now are a solid, unnaturally sparkling violet. And you're all almost immediately beset by inexplicable but intense sense of uncomfortability just by her presence.
I think Mom would approve of this.
And similarly with Flynn, all of a sudden you two, there's something new, something that is now oddly very, very attractive about Flynn. Like you can't explain what it is. It's
Flynn's hot now, apparently.
Flynn is now very, very attractive, but at the same time, there's something off-putting about it. It's like you see seeing a flower in the field. It's very, very, it's really, really pretty, but suddenly something underneath the flower moves. You're sort of getting that feeling behind it. He's very, very good looking, but there's something else there that you can't put your finger on. Omar, as Elena the warrior dissipates into just like, I'm not going to say golden shower, but this dissipates into this golden shower. What appears to be stars twinkling in the middle there rushes towards you, and as I said before, your body immediately almost doubles in size. You grow by 6 inches. Your arms and your chest immediately puff out. And you actually notice your skin toughening straight off the bat. You do not experience any unpleasantness. Rather, you feel a contented buzz as this as she rushes into your body. You notice that your fingers now have these sort of weird markings that almost look like wrappings on them, as if you had bound them, and it feels very, very tough.
Ooh.
So Cole, you notice all of this happening.
I shrink again?
I'm sorry? No.
Permanently this big?
Well, just assume for now.
Oh my god.
Presumably it's not quite, like Hulk.
You're not Hulk, but
just
it's
more muscular.
Just very
What if
You've gone up to Arnold Schwarzenegger size.
What if my character was 4'11", so now he's
you don't double in size, but you're
6 inches.
Very serious mass increase.
I have no issues carrying a big fat snake around everywhere I go now.
You didn't have any problems with that before, but at this point you could probably just twirl it on a finger.
Right.
That would be I forgot to mention that at the offset of the very unpleasant sick to your stomach feeling, you cough up a little bit of a cloud of green smoke. Ooh. But on top of that, it almost immediately fades, and you are struck by a oddly pleasurable feeling as it recedes, and you can hear a little bit of a wisp of music in your ears as it goes by. Colm, you see all of this happening in front of you. You, at this point in the story, have not made your decision as to what you're asking Alcibiades for.
Okay. What do I do? Okay.
You see him shudder, collapse, snake features just erupt. The fire bursts out around him, twists into sand, all that jazz. She coughs up. There's this bloody mist around her now, and it's super cold around her. This guy just suddenly bursts in size. His shirt rips open. Does the classic really irritating thing where his pants burst open, but the area around the crotch stays perfectly fine. I hate it when that happens.
That's so disappointing.
Right? How do you react? How does Colm react to all of this?
Okay. So Colm witnesses all this.
Good shit, I'm leaving.
He basically says, okay, so he looks at all this and he's kind of eyeing them as they're doing these transformations. At first he's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, okay, he's looking out. And so he looks up at Alcibiades. And so then he looks back and he mumbles to himself. I don't know. He's not like saying to anyone in particular, but he's just sort of saying it. Mm-hmm. Basically says something along the lines of, it appears as if greed has gotten the better of them. I'm not quite sure they understand at what cost, though. And so then he looks back at Alcibiades and walks up to him.
You notice that Alcibiades has a little bit of a wry smirk, in his face. You notice him casting a glance towards Flynn, actually.
Why?
Sort of just like a knowing glance.
Oh, knowing glance. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So is Alcibiades like? So he's a god. So is he like big in stature right now, or
not so much like larger than the normal person. So like probably about the size of upgraded Omar at this point, but not massive. He's just like
Omar 2.0.
Right. The incredible thing about him is just like the sheer force of his presence is like it's almost physically difficult to approach him.
It's a force.
Okay.
It's like reverse gravity.
It's like, and as I said before, there is just this weight of battle and time-hardened intensity behind his eyes. He's like perfectly neutral at this point, if maybe a little bit of wry amusement behind it. But even still, there being no malice there, it's just like you almost feel like you would crumble if he glared at you.
Like Thanos.
Yeah, like Thanos. Whoever that is.
Who's Thanos?
Marvel.
I know. I was kidding.
I don't know who Thanos is.
Yeah, it's his point.
He's the guy who, at the end of the credits at the Avengers.
He's purple and twisted and has the world's best chin.
Yeah, the best chin.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I haven't
seen
seen it yet.
Guardians of the Galaxy's dope.
He's in it.
Yeah, I liked it, but at the same time, I was bored in that movie.
Well, it's not the same kind of acting.
It's not supers. It's not a hero's story.
It is a hero story.
No, are they considered superheroes?
Sort of. They don't really have powers. It's just the fact that this person is weird because she's an alien and has mechanical modifications. This person's weird because he's an alien and takes everything literally. And this person's weird because he's a giant tree. And this
one's
weird
because he's a raccoon. Yeah.
This one's a raccoon. That was a scientific experiment. And then this guy is weird because he's human, except his dad's not human.
We don't exactly know what he is, and yeah.
He's what's his name? Star-Lord.
Oh,
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Okay, so Colm sort of.
He's as you say, greed's gotten the better of them. They don't whatever you said about the negatives, and it's like a surprisingly astute observation.
Surprisingly astute observation.
So Colm chuckles, but he approaches Alcibiades, kind of walks up to him.
To get off his knees.
That was key, actually. You see wow, this is confusing. Both players I play. Okay, you see Colm.
Are you boring people taking your own characters?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, you couldn't. You could
just take God.
Yeah, but then mine also made the most sense for my character too.
I would like Jesus.
They are more.
Spirit. Thank you very much.
They're more cruel.
Jesus. So Colm basically sort of walks over to Alcibiades and puts his hands on his, upper thighs, like he's about to get down on his knees type thing. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't actually start. He just and he stops for a second, and then just kind of bows his head rather, and hopefully not. Well, I guess Alcibiades would notice that, but he doesn't mean to make a thing about it. He just kind of like, and then rather bows, and then he says, "It appears as if we have the most in common, yet are still quite divergent. I would like he says, I beseech you to help me in my endeavors, I suppose, and would you be willing to imbue my tools for me to better my trade? And, he shows him. Well, he doesn't like point the gun at him, but he holds it.
Take it!
He holds the gun out in his hand like this. But he's still bowing. He's still bowing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got your head down.
Yeah, my head down.
I can picture this in my head.
Okay, cool. So,
although it's not much of a bow because Alcibiades is so much taller. He's just kind of like.
Okay, you can't see.
Downcast eyes. but-
Yeah, he's not looking at me.
Okay, the rest of you are a little bit too distracted at this point to actually notice this.
No.
Right.
No.
You don't see it, but Alcibiades appears to actually ponder for a second.
Go ahead.
He makes a motion which draws your eye. He reaches a hand forward and he pauses before he touches the weapon, and he says, "I will do this. I will assist you. But I recommend that you look beyond the draconian system of measurement that your father imposes and learn to examine the world in shades grander than that of white and black."
Like red and blue.
Surprise!
Did you see the world touch gray when your son died?
Oh my god.
He wouldn't know any of that. Lord would he say that? But
Good lord. Okay.
Going straight for the sucker punch.
But I would
he just explodes and kills everyone in the room.
But I would recommend that you learn to look upon the world with what did I say?
Shades of Grey, going beyond draconian.
Going beyond your father's draconian.
Dichotomy.
Going beyond your father's draconian methods of measuring the world, and learn to look upon the world with a grander view than just black and white. There are in fact shades between all of these. There are reasons and motives behind everything. Learn to look for them and learn to forgive. And
Holmes mentions he wants to say more, but he's not. He says, "Sounds to me like you'd make a good politician." That's what he says, or something along those lines. Those sounds like the words of a good politician. And he kind of smirks at his own remark, actually, like he downtrodden politician. Or
and Alcibiades actually takes a step back, but like as he's reaching forward again, pauses a little bit and actually laughs again. It's like, "When I was mortal, I killed all of them," and touches the gun.
Whoa, shit!
okay,
And then almost immediately there is a blinding burst. There is a blinding burst of light. You are able to close your eyes in time. When you reopen your eyes. Oh, and then almost immediately the gun triples in weight.
jams.
Right.
What'd you do?
The gun almost triples in weight before you can become accustomed to its new stature. And there's something more. You notice straight off the bat that there is something more to it. It does not change physically. There is, except for there is a small engraving of scales on the measurement. There's a small engraving of the measurement type of scales on the back of.
Okay.
On the back of the hammer.
Yeah.
I don't know how you have them designed at this point, but the thing it feels like it has a shadow on it now, almost like a shadow of something more there. And when you move it, there's actually a little bit of an after image that comes from behind the gun. It's like when you set on your mouse to have the.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is like GeoCities back in the Yahoo websites where you could make like your cursor do.
Yeah, it actually has a little bit of an after image as you move it throughout the air, and almost immediately your mind floods with randomized nonsensical images of war, justice of war, and people killing each other, and images of courts and sessions and executions, and this, that, and the other thing. And immediately an image pops into your head of very not godly looking Alcibiades firing a gun and you notice that the bolt, and your field of vision follows the bullet, and you notice that it ricochets through 5 separate targets, dropping each of them, and shifts to another one of him in different garb, holding another pistol, and almost appearing that there's almost like a sharp intake of breath in the pistol before he fires, and it drops what appears to be a similar giant to what the Morrigan summoned, and it drops it with one blow to the chest.
Okay.
Were there any other boons or knacks that I gave you?
You gave me.
Knack attack.
You gave me the
one.
the mortal strike, I guess, but the army of one.
Okay, and then the last image behind that, you see an image of Alcibiades running, and you notice that he starts to move, and as the field of vision goes, you're looking at it as if through the vision of like someone that he may have been fighting, and you see Alcibiades start to move so quickly that it appears like clones of him are being left behind, each of which additionally start fighting.
Okay.
And then the image fades, and you can see and then Alcibiades is still standing before you as he withdraws his hand back, and he nods to you, says, "I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors, and watch the snake," and then dissipates into the air.
Oh. Okay. He observes the gun and admires its handiwork, and then holsters it.
It's also glowing a little bit, not like a light glow, but almost it's giving off a grayish light.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you would not be able.
Gold plated now.
You would not be able to see. You would not be able to see by it. You can't use it for that. But it's like.
It's got kind of like a faint luminescence.
Yes.
Is it more of like a like it's what's the word? More like reflecting light. Like it's like sort of amplifying the reflected light, or it's actually producing its own light.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like mushrooms in Minecraft.
Wait, mushrooms produce light?
They actually do. They produce like the minimum possible
I didn't know
light.
that.
Yeah, you can only see it if you plant them. If you place one in darkness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can see like the square around it lights up very slightly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, alright. Okay. Flynn, you let me pull out my notes. Okay, you almost immediately behind you. You notice that the scales. You can feel the fact that the scales are still as you stand up and flex and just like recover from the awful feeling that you felt, but you are still feeling that very pleasant, not pleasurable feeling, but you're feeling very. Like you're listening to your favorite calming music.
Yeah.
You're feeling very good right now. Very zen right now. On top of that, you don't have your snake with you, do you? No, you're on the top of the frozen.
Can we fluff the whole scales thing as them disappearing?
I'm sorry?
The whole like the snake scales kind of disappearing. Could we like fluff that as like reflavor it as they become like a tattoo of snake scales running across the back and shoulders and stuff?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I just like that. I just like
Okay.
Is it
No, it's
Pocahontas?
yeah. It says color
Okay.
dude.
That's actually really cool. So how far does that cover? Do you have sleeves of snake scale tattoos, or
Not quite that much, no.
Okay.
But like shoulders.
Shoulders,
top of the back.
sort of like tapering down into fangs of scales that come down and just cover that. Like,
yeah.
okay,
Maybe that's
that's pretty cool. Okay, okay. Almost immediately, you start hearing voices.
You've gone.
You are. It's nothing too major. Nothing too major, but you can hear. Not only can you hear the barest wisps of the thoughts of Omar and Branwen and Colm at this point. You can hear the thoughts and voices of and mere instinctual thoughts and actions of a couple of birds flying overhead, and a couple of you immediately sense the presence and the mental acuity of a couple of gophers tunneling nearby, and you simply know that they are. You don't know where they are, but you know that they are there simply because you are able to detect their brain activity. And at this point that is really all you can feel. How are you reacting to what just happened?
probably looking around to see if anybody else is experiencing the same sort of symptoms.
Okay. So and for the first time you do notice the altered appearance of these two, and you notice that Flynn's Colm is admiring the new weaponry. Branman.
Yes.
You immediately off the bat, you look up and you note straight off the bat that you are seeing a lot more than you used to be able to. You look at Colm and Flynn and Omar, and you can actually see sort of a hazy reddish light coming off of them, and at the same time, you immediately know. You sort of just instinctively know exactly down to millimeter how far away from you they are, and you know how old is Flynn?
25-ish, I think.
Okay. You immediately know that straight off the bat that Flynn is 25 years old and is in excellent physiological condition and doesn't have anything wrong with his body. And you can feel that, and you can do this. You notice the same thing when you look at Omar and you look at Colm. Unless you guys have anything does your characters have diseases, or is there anything physically wrong with them? Okay, Colm when he was okay. I'm just gonna say that because this is not gonna apply to anything. Colm when he was born was diagnosed with heart murmurs. Okay. You
came up with that.
He did.
Looking at Colm. At this point, you can detect that there is something now irregular with his heartbeat, and you can actually latch onto that, and you are now hearing that there is something, seeing and hearing that there is something minorly, very, very minorly, but physically wrong with him. In addition to that, you can now see a very, very, very visible, heady purple glow coming off his gun, coming off his gavel, coming off Flynn's spear, and you notice a weird purple, almost don't want to say the word snake, but there's almost two pockets of purple energy flowing throughout Flynn's body, almost circulating with his blood. And you notice and you look down and you see that your camera is glowing purple. You see that Omar's axe is glowing purple. This is me. I'm just gonna explain it right now. You can see magic. You can see magical effects.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
Cool.
And it looks purple because magic's purple.
Yeah, it may have something to do with the fact that my eyes are
color octarine.
Magic is purple.
Well, no, everything else is perfectly normal. Everything else is perfectly normal vision. But at the same time, then you can also see a little bit of a ways off. You are staring into a snowdrift, but you can see something a couple of meters away burrowing through the snow. You don't know what it is, but you get the faint outline of what appears to be a rabbit. And you can actually detect something straight off the bat. You don't know what is telling you this, but somehow you know that rabbit will only live for another 4 hours.
What the fuck? Where'd the rabbit come from? That's because I'm going to feed it to Steve Harvey.
She is.
You're like, oh,
she is simply. So at this point, you've probably already guessed it. You are seeing life essence at this point. You can see magic and life essence. You can determine their distance, gauge their health, age, and life expectancy, and you can see them through invisibility and block walls. And magical disguises are useless against you, but you can still be fooled by physical disguises.
That makes some sense.
The other ones are. Wait to tell you. I didn't go into what you got. That's probably because none of those are important yet.
Yeah, it's fine. Just as they come up.
Okay. Okay, Brandon, how are you reacting to what just happened?
It probably morbid fascination. Since that rabbit's gonna die in 4 hours, Just like, oh, okay.
So what happens if you?
It's actually one of your negatives.
Can she-
That's the title what I put for one of your negatives.
What
I think
happens?
she's just kind of like staring at you guys, like,
So
Can she see when we're all gonna die?
I'm sorry?
Can she see when we're all gonna die?
you may.
You guys
You know when I'm gonna die?
You guys know.
What
Because
happens
Fate
if-
is still active.
You may not have
What
the
happens
ability
if
to
she tries to kill
we're
the
divine
rabbit?
beings, I
Sorry?
guess.
What happens if she tries to kill the rabbit?
try to kill it sooner.
Well, then
Like
she,
right now.
Well, then she defies fate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. What happens then?
I
Does she have to
will
make like a
to-
massive check, like
Like
whatever
power.
whatever she's doing, like it just doesn't work, and the
Yeah.
rabbit
But
gets away.
It may be a form of legend or willpower.
Okay.
Because it's
You don't
something
know
that I'm it's
you don't
something
know
I'm
what's
aware
going to
of.
cause it. You don't know what's happening, but something tells you straight off the bat that rabbit is going to
What
die
are
in
these?
4 hours.
Okay.
What the
I'm-
fuck are these?
They're apparently some kind of something like light cheese.
They're
Yeah.
like lychees, but those are a little bit less potent. They're a little bit less potently sweet.
You just bite it?
No, you peel it.
Peel the thing off.
Peel in there.
Feel it.
That's right. You dig a nail into it, and then you peel
Yeah.
it.
Can you restart it?
Now I got it.
Okay.
Oh, this is crazy. What the fuck?
Okay. Well, probably one of the things that she's curious about is because everything else that's glowing purple is an item. It's
Mm-hmm.
Flynn. Are you okay? I know you're healthy and everything, but
Is he glowing purple?
yeah.
There's something purplish.
Side-
There's something purplish
So
coursing
weird.
through. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
something
it's
purplish
weird.
coursing through Flynn's veins. You don't.
It's his imperial blood.
Oh my god, this is so weird. This looks like a little egg.
Dude, do you have like a snake in you?
It doesn't look like a snake. It just looks like something's in his blood.
What is this?
Flynn, you might want to use yourself check.
Oh, this is so weird.
He says,
That's probably what she's thinking. Damn.
I think I'm fine. Why?
Oh, this is...
Your blood is purple.
Oh.
Think something in you is purple.
But then you would also notice that his spear
Spear
is
is-
the same kind of purple.
Yeah, so do you have powers? Magic?
You're over there enjoying yourself.
Like your item? Like your spear? Oh, you're eating too, so this is making life easier.
so weird.
Oh, you are recording. I was wondering whether you were
Yeah,
recording.
Are you recording that?
Oh.
Shit, I just realized I was being recorded.
What's today? I'm
Today
talking like an hour.
It's the
September
12th.
12th.
Today's September 12th, Friday.
Just
And that's 30 minutes into the recording.
We're
but
floating to
whatever.
the Empire State Building.
Wow, that's not...
Okay.
Surprise! What?
No, sorry, that was the World Trade Centers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we all know this. Hey, look, it's Dawson's Creek.
Sure.
So yeah,
I'm gonna steal one of your things.
Oh, sure.
I'll just need it.
so he says,
Where do the...
well, yes, I mean, I think we all have powers that would be considered magic. Why?
You're.
For lack of better phrasing, I think she's trying to say that it appears that something magical is coursing through your
Yeah,
veins.
I know.
Well, yeah, but that's
Flynn's
not.
that.
But that's not.
He's not quite
He's not
that.
the sharpest knife, and she's not the best at saying things. So this is going to be a frustrating conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I am being deliberately obtuse here because.
No, but like straight off the bat as well. Yeah, I also need you to incorporate the fact that there is something now intensely off-putting about her. Like it's not the eyes, it's not the gauntness, but there's something about her that like completely skews you out at this point.
Just hammer everybody.
You okay?
We need the brown paper bag of plus 2
Called
charisma.
sneezing.
Is that for everybody or just Flynn?
That was great.
Oh no, all of you are now intensely uncomfortable if she is around you.
Wait, she?
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
you uncomfortable?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Like
because I'm all gaunt looking, right?
Oh, you wait.
It's not that.
It's just kind of a kind of a general aura thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like permanent?
I think it's as long as these pacts that we
Though
have
these
last.
residual
I
effects
assume.
may actually stay to some extent. Who knows? They may
I hope
lessen
not, but
I guess we
I
don't
don't think that Brandon would care that much if people were skeeved out by her.
Not really. I mean, they're probably a little bit weirded out by me anyways, considering the fact that half my face is scarred. That right there is a little bit surprising. Yeah.
You also do notice that upon addressing him, he's now like weirdly more attractive than normal, and
So yeah, he's just kind of like Yes, we all kind of have powers that would be considered magic. Can you be more specific?
What an experience.
Sorry, I'm like typing what you're saying while I'm saying. That's very confusing. Well, something in you is glowing the same color as all of our magical items, but they're not glowing. I'm not glowing either.
Oh.
So there is something specifically potent in you that is, I'm guessing, magic, since the only other things that are glowing the same color are magical too.
Did the deceiver or the manipulator? Sorry.
Well, that's also
Sauron the deceiver.
That's another good word from Laura.
Did the manipulator explain that magic is a sort of a purview of hers as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, is magic a purview?
I don't mean in game terms. I mean like an area that over which she governs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She'd explain that. Okay. So he would know that.
He would know that she is like seriously tied to magic. Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, he's gonna explain it. Okay. It's probably the manipulator. My guess. She seems to have a thing for magic.
Omar.
Yo.
Okay. So straight off the bat, you as well. You notice that you have serious muscle mass gains increase. You notice that your skin is now also very, very tough. If I didn't tell you already, you have the bonuses to stamina. Yes.
How's he feeling in
Is it
the
stamina
cold?
or is it strength?
I gave you
Mostly
bonuses to
naked.
strength and stamina.
Oh yeah.
He's really only wearing that little like.
I don't know if I
He's keeping
updated my
Hulk,
stamina
yeah.
yet.
Hulk
Give yourself,
hands.
if you didn't already, give yourself an additional point of epic stamina and 3 regular stamina.
Jesus. Alright. That means I'm gonna have
I think you did the regular stamina.
Oh, did I? Okay, then don't worry about it.
Or was it strength?
It was strength.
I know I gave him
my
strength.
You gave me
Okay.
a thing of
Okay.
epic strength, and then like, oh, I have so much strength now. I'm so strong.
Not as strong as Flynn.
Yeah.
Actually, what's your strength now?
My strength is 6 with
You're
And
actually-
an epic.
Okay, you actually have more strength than I do.
Oh my god! I feel so overpowered.
I have more epic strength.
I feel so OP.
Omar's
right
gonna be
now.
so excited. He's gonna start ripping cars in half. Just be like, "You can't do that!"
Can I really what does that mean? Like having that much strength?
Flynn was able to pick the car up and set it down. So,
This is. I
and
don't
that
even
was
know what to do
one.
with myself.
That was one less.
So
you
Omar's just
it's
like,
more
okay,
Omar,
I guess so like Omar has more conventional strength.
Okay, give me a
basically.
sec. So you have 5 strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have 7 stamina with 4 epic stamina.
Jeez. Okay. Yes.
You just don't die.
This is so OP.
Spencer, it
Omar. Yeah. Omar's way tankier than me.
You just throw me off a
says
building.
here that defeats it. That
Omar broke the
strength.
world.
Just
I would strength plus
by the
athletics. You
end
gotta
you're
get a
gonna max out on
16 to lift an
all
average
of your
car.
I'm gonna
stamina.
max that shit.
Oh, really?
And you
Might as well at that point.
and you lifted a military grade SUV.
Wait, we didn't lift a car.
Wait, did you? What did you
You
do?
like ripped
you pulled them apart. Never mind.
Yeah.
And you
Never mind.
fixed like the dent or something.
Okay, so now you have. It doesn't say what you can lift with this, but
God. So
I-
this is
I-
not
I-
how I
I-
saw
I-
my character changing. But, I mean, I'm not complaining, of course.
I don't be looking at the weight.
If it means that I can swing my axe harder, then let's do it.
okay.
Besides, it looks metal as fuck to be like really buff and playing guitar.
Shut. Okay. So you got that. You Let me think.
I just applied for an entry-level pick position at a video production.
Oh, did you?
company.
Cool.
Yay! How
I've
was
been back-
serving
I've been
going,
getting
by the
back
way?
That. It's stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to do it for much longer. If I can get a job doing film stuff, I would like die happily.
Serving is really stressful.
Serving's hard as fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then, like, when you're not, helping with customers and you gotta, like, I don't know, make sure there's and just everything behind the scenes
You have
too.
to-
You have to
yeah.
be like it's very multifaceted.
You have to remember everything people want.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
really
they
good
also expect you to
experience.
remember everything when you want it. As
Like,
you want it.
If you bust your ass serving, then like I think you can do anything. Because then like you're like, oh bitch, please, I can do this. And, like, fucking,
You get good at remembering a bunch of things
Yeah.
all at once.
right? Yeah, multitasking.
It's absolutely horrible when you have to remember like 5 things for 3 or 4 different tables.
I write everything down, and then I try to go into the computer as fast as possible.
No, I'm talking about like
When
things
it's
that
like
they
a rush.
well, things that they want, not like food, but like I need
Oh
ketchup,
yeah, because you can get
butter,
refill.
bib.
Yeah, right.
I need another Dr Pepper.
Napkins, plates,
Right.
shit like that.
And you'll have like, so you could have like a party of 9 people. Every single person wants at least something.
Oh my god,
different.
right? Yeah, that's insane.
And then you come back and they want 8 more things. And you're like, none of this repeated. Couldn't you have all asked for refills at the same time? You were all low at the same time.
Yeah, I can't wait until I get my first party. I'm just kidding. I'll wait as long as I can.
I got my first party my first
About
week
the ball
of
right here.
serving after certifying.
No shit.
Yeah. It was...
It was crazy.
How many people
What
was
do we
it?
want?
15?
Oh my god.
I had an entire baseball team.
Wow. Did you get a lot of tips?
Yeah, I got like
Oh, that
a $70
that what
tip.
was it? The
Sick.
barbecue
That's
chicken or
like,
whatever.
if you got that
One time that was
like
good.
that at night, then you're good.
Okay.
So
Not that you want to.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, I
my
kind of threw us
dodge
off.
value
Yeah.
is
Topic.
if I'm
It's
actually if I'm not parrying and I'm actually dodging,
It's broken.
the value is 24.
So we just kind of 2 tanks.
Because I got
So his dodge value is broken.
I have 12 and then I got the
How do you have 12?
Look at Dragon Ball
because
Z
my
over here.
dexterity is off the
really
shit.
This is becoming
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z,
Jesus
guys. It really is, though.
Holy shit! How did you get that much
Flynn.
dexterity and perception?
Hey, so are you trying to build tanky like as a long-term goal?
No.
Or just be like really strong?
No,
What is your-
more like damage.
You want to be more
Now that I think
damage?
about it, my dodge is now higher.
So
but I
you're
added
gonna have
like
damage.
So if like I focus
Wait, how
on
do you
being
do
like just
dodge
I
value
don't know,
again. It's
hard to kill.
dexterity
Uh-huh.
plus
and
That
then
way we don't
focus
switch
on
to
like
the
high
toes.
damage.
What are
Yeah, so we
they?
have like focus
Dodge
and
value,
turn.
what is
Yeah,
it?
we have like a
Dexterity
well-rounded party.
plus-
Yeah. Be cool.
that includes epic, yeah.
Because
Like I am building for some toughness.
Yeah.
So that
Because he's melee, he has to have
so I'm not gonna be a glass cannon, but
Yeah, yeah, of
focusing
course.
more on offense.
Yeah, cool.
Because I think mine's...
What's your melee at?
Wait, I think I checked.
I have 5 dots in melee,
Cool.
so
I have 4.
with dexterity that's 9 dice plus 2 successes for dexterity. So
Let me make sure.
I
This
should
is
for
probably have my
dexterity.
dexterity.
dexterity's for hitting, pretty
Athletics,
much.
athletics,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
4.
that's not a bad choice to
Oh,
have.
it is?
At least
Okay.
a decent amount. You don't need a whole lot.
So you're going for
But-
melee mainly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Actually, I am too. But whatever. Fuck it.
By the way, do you
It's
guys
fine.
need food?
We were gonna
Thank you.
order pizza. I wouldn't.
I can start doing that part.
If
that's
you
what
wouldn't mind.
want.
Do that part.
Yeah. What do you... Where do you want it from?
We got
Pizza
Papa
Hut.
John's, the barbecue chicken pizza last time without.
Big Daddy's Pizza.
Oh, I forgot to divide by 2. That makes sense.
Oh,
I forgot to carry this on.
I was gonna say mine is 7.
Yeah, I was like,
What was that?
That is the chair that
Your chair?
I am trying not to break, but I don't know.
But failing miserably.
Oh, the
it's
chair with the
not.
thing.
The one part is too short, that's why.
Lay miserably.
Yeah.
How
Miserable
cute.
lesbians.
Oh my.
Okay then. That changed.
Oh, dude, I could start a webcam modeling job today. I could make up to $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
It's safe and secure
Dexterity,
from home.
athletics,
my-
legends.
wow.
So your
You should
dexterity's
do
what,
it. You should
7?
model this Jesus.
Was it?
Yeah, I should like,
That's why.
just wear a
Do it.
Jesus outfit
Jesus
and
wants
just like
it.
bless people and just like, hello,
Hold
I am
products up.
Jesus.
Hold products up.
Okay.
Jesus
Your dexterity- your
endorses
dexterity
this
is what,
haircut.
7?
Look at my beautiful
Yes.
locks.
Okay, athletics is 1, so
At Sin
8
City,
plus
just go to
legend is 12.
SinCityModeling.com
Divided by 2 would make it
/Jesus.
6.
yeah, that's what I did.
Plus increases for
That's
epic
funny.
dexterity.
Well,
You know, they probably would let you do
Oh,
it
I
just
forgot to do
because
that.
of the other side.
Yeah, just for the.
I think epic dexterity
Just for the
includes
phenomenon.
that.
I'm sorry, you wanted which thing? The barbecue chicken?
Yes.
The barbecue chicken and bacon one? That one?
Licking, baby.
Yeah, that works.
That'd be great.
Bacon's fine too.
Lick those
Okay, I was just checking because that was one of the specialty pieces already listed.
Yes, we are aware.
There's a buffalo one.
Yeah, you add
Okay,
successes for
I
epic
wanted to
dexterity as well.
Okay.
So 6 plus whatever those
I
are.
assume a large one of that.
Yeah, and then do we want another one?
Apparently there's onions on it. Do you want me to uncheck the onions?
I'm not going to be eating. I'm not really that hungry.
So, who all is planning on eating pizza?
I already
should
bought
get two.
pizza today, so I don't think I'm gonna get.
If three people are eating, we should get two.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we know you eat a lot.
I'm very fat. I know.
I eat Bruggy is so hot.
I'm being realistic here.
Not necessarily. You know what I mean. I eat way.
You're skinny fat.
Hey, Bruggy.
Yeah, you're one of those people that just can eat a
Found a
ton of food.
picture.
We all just marvel.
I just popped up randomly.
I thought that was
now
funny because when you said fat, that's what I saw. Alright, you guys, do you want the onions on the pizza?
I like onions, but I don't think Spencer likes them.
Spencer, you don't like onion on
sacrifice.
You don't
But that was my cover photo for the longest time.
Yeah.
Spencer, you don't like veggies on pizza, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So-
Onions are actually okay. Onions are acceptable.
Because the pizza already comes with the onions on it, I can just tell them not to put it.
Onions are acceptable.
The smoke.
Okay, so we'll do onions then. Since that'll.
Sacrifice.
Onions will do.
Assuming direct control.
Right.
Okay.
So what was the second pizza that you guys
Oh,
want?
was it?
Yes.
That's right, it was.
Sovereign's the one in the first game.
I need to replay that.
Sovereign is my home.
You still gotta play the second
Sovereign's
game.
really cool.
Alright, what else do you
Dude,
guys
Mass
need?
Effect 2 is
One?
good.
I gotta figure out a
Desire.
So, I desire.
It improved from the first game in every way.
No, you go.
I desire a
Still
shitload of
has
stuff.
stuff
I
on
ain't
there.
getting any of it. So,
Okay. What do you desire within realistic boundaries?
Yeah, realistic means.
Yes. Pizza side.
so we picked that one. Why don't you pick the second one?
I'm not that.
Is wits plus
Shaky.
awareness. Okay.
I don't know. It's too much. I do simple pizzas because my brother is picky. That's why. Like Meat Lovers is like as exotic a pizza as we get because
Exotic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, then
Get pineapple.
why don't we just get ham and pineapple?
I don't like
You don't like
pineapple on
the-
pizza.
I love the shit out of
I think
that.
it's just because I don't like. I don't
Yeah, I
like
think it's weird.
pineapple.
I think you're weird.
Yeah,
I think all of you are fucking
I like
weird.
pineapple
pretty
cold.
Stop crying.
We don't care, Nick. Shut up.
Oh.
He's crying about pizza he's not getting.
I'm crying because he said I was weird.
Oh, well, you're special.
Yeah.
Didn't your mom ever tell you that?
All the time.
My mother told me I was special, but she never said who Ed was. Alright. Okay, so Omar, you have all this drastic strength through you as well.
Do you want to just do
And-
pepperoni or something?
Pepperoni works.
Everyone's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Kind of
Yeah,
ridiculous.
is Omar perceiving the world differently now too, or?
He's not perceiving the world differently. It's just, well, actually, there's a little bit to it. This is
That's
okay.
funny.
This is
It automatically comes up as Nick's address being the address of the location.
Okay. So instead of
I have to
seeing
change it to my
instead
house
of
one if I
seeing
want.
new things when you look at people off the bat, I say that out a lot too.
Off the bat.
Okay, so
It's okay.
You're when you look at everybody, you're noticing something that you may not have consciously recognized
Okay,
before
so the
about
two
all
large
of them.
pizzas are good?
You look at pepperoni and the other one.
And then the barbecue chicken. Okay, I just wanted to make
You look at Branwen, and the first thing when you look at her that pops that you're still plagued by the
ugly.
by the whole like I'm really uncomfortable around her, all that jazz. The first thing that pops into your head when you look at her is like, she's a really good photographer. I really like that about her. And then you look over
Like a sort of positivity.
I'm just like,
you look over
I see
at
the nice things in everybody.
Okay, so
Then you look at her and go,
Okay, so
shit!
so
What happened?
She doesn't have enough blood, but she's good at photography.
so you're
Look at a little gaunt.
So since you figured it out, that thing about it is you are able to recognize the best positive attributes in any. You are able to recognize the best positive attributes in anyone.
I like
even
this.
if they don't know them, you are able to tell them what they are.
Aw,
It's a nice ability.
that's awesome. I love this.
Should I
On
leave
top
you
of that, you
guys
have a
tip?
physical incapability of
put it in
getting
tip.
sad. You can get angry.
Oh, that's really nice. I appreciate
Yeah, she
that.
got her.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You can get angry. You can get vengeful, but you can't become anything less than I am only this way because something has driven me to this. And the moment that this is resolved, I'll be happy again.
Right. Okay. Fair
Do
enough.
you guys want me to put in the tip?
So
I
like
don't know if
Steve
you guys
Harvey
want
died, I
me
wouldn't be
to-
laughing.
Please.
I would be
Yeah.
I'd be sad. I'd mourn.
Here, I'll pay for the tip.
I would mourn it. But
You would
like, I
you
get over
would mourn it, but instead of
in the
but it's-
I don't know
healthiest
what kind of
way
tip you
possible.
give
Yeah.
somebody.
you would mourn it, but instead of saying this is the day that they died, you would be celebrating life as opposed to remembering death.
Right. Yeah. See, that's dope.
That's
All I can say is
like-
that's dope.
I like Elena's outlook.
Yeah, basically, Freak Slice is just like giddy with excitement, and, just,
That's actually kind of what you're experiencing right
and
now.
like accidentally breaking things because he doesn't realize how strong he is. So like he'll just like hit the wall and then leave dents and be like whoa, and then he starts punching the wall more, just like just like breaking shit.
We can work hard with this.
This is awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Just like
But you also do notice the actual the other raw physical changes on everybody else as well.
yeah, I'm just like gosh darn.
Golly gee.
Golly gee willikers, mister.
What has happened to us? We are the real deal now, bitch.
With the real deal now.
Okay.
Holy moly, man. I feel a lot better after that Advil kicked in. My head was like, this is shit, but now it's
And
like
I'll pay you back.
better.
Lift a light. Okay. Oh, this is showing just what your feet. Okay, so making a feat of strength is strength plus athletics. There's no like you have this much strength, you can lift this much. Okay.
There is a thing on that in the section here, but I think that's where is it? Yeah, it's your total strength athletics. Is it supposed to be a value, or do you roll for that? I assumed it was supposed to just be
It's a roll, strength plus
I don't know
Okay.
if you're watching it.
I assumed it was supposed to be
I
just
love
your
Game of
strength
Thrones.
value plus your
Okay,
athletics
good.
value added
That's
together.
really cool.
Okay.
Aw.
I guess I was misinterpreting that then.
Makes me sad.
Oh no, yeah, it says so does not need to roll, just compare strength athletics to the chart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what is your strength right now?
Mine is 5 strength.
And what's your
3
athletics?
athletics, so 8.
So you can lift a light horse and rip a chain link fence apart. That is what you can do. What is your strength and your athletics?
Huh? Alright, my strength.
Presumably Epic would add to that as well.
I assume my
so.
strength is at 6.
And what's your athletics?
With 1 epic. And my athletics is at 3.
9. Okay. You can pull a car in neutral by yourself as fast as you can run. That is where your strength is at this point.
I'll pull a car in neutral.
It's in neutral by yourself as fast as you can run. So you don't feel any resistance pulling this car behind you.
Okay.
That is what
But it
your
has to be on the
strength is.
ground, like.
Okay, just let me
Can I
get
carry it?
Okay.
Alright, sure.
At this point, you can lift 1,000 pounds,
Holy shit. So I can like pick up a horse.
and you
Okay.
can lift 800. I don't know what Epic does to that though.
Cool.
Epic adds like huge amounts.
So I should work on. I want to get. It'd be cool if Steve Harvey got like really big. Just kind of go with my getting bigger. Get a bigger snake.
It's already happening.
Okay, yeah, so the Epic strength just flat out increases the weight of these feat of strength things.
The weight is great. The weight
So
is
3
great.
Epic strength adds 2,000 pounds
Oh!
to feat of strength activities. Yeah.
So you are more than capable of lifting a car. You can kick a door open. You can punch through a metal door. You can pull down walls. And you can flip an SUV and hold a muscle car in place while the engine revs.
Oh yeah, it's
Trying to
like,
escape. And you're just like, no!
Do this on stage. Performance. Yeah!
This is going to seriously add to your performance value.
oh hell yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so you all suddenly have access to these grand powers, except you are still at the bottom of this crater in the middle of this.
Before the remaining ones disappear, Flynn kind of had a
They already disappeared. Well,
Okay.
you can.
He kind of had a brain. He kind of looks around and realizes, right, all these dead people around here. What's the deal with that? He was gonna ask all the dead people in the
dead people.
From the
You mean
crater.
like the people?
or weren't there like dead scientists and stuff in the facility?
Oh yeah,
But
everywhere
they
because of the
died
crater.
from their exposure. They already talked about how the exposure
Oh, it was
them
exposure.
died.
Okay.
That's why we weren't dying though.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we were
Okay, my
dividing
bad.
enough
I
that
was
we weren't.
okay. I was just
Regular
interpreting
people
that.
were dying from it though.
Okay, I was misinterpreting that then.
Yeah, one of them mentions it.
Did the local governments
I think-
and like
Then-
police?
Yeah, you would have been the only other one
This
with
entire
me.
thing
I
has
think.
been
'Cause
wrapped
I think
in
I asked.
maelstrom for
I
a
think
couple
one of us
weeks.
asked that question
Since-
earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
a shame. I
That's
think
right,
that was,
yeah.
I think that was
No, no one's
yeah.
no one has
You're
come
good
up
though.
there.
That
And
was
do you remember
yesterday.
what the
Or
town
not
was like?
yesterday.
Last-
It was yesterday.
Oh yeah, everyone was like zombified.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, so like,
Okay.
everything was
Never
really
mind, disregard that then.
off-kilter.
Okay.
But once they are gone, once they disappeared, he kind of looks around and goes,
Did they come back?
"Oh, wasn't there something about a guy named Dylan who was supposed to be here?"
Who's Dylan?
I don't know.
He's looking at them and asking
I don't
that.
think did I even hear about Dylan? I was like unconscious when we were talking about Dylan.
Yeah, I think you were unconscious.
The grocery store?
So Colm was like, who?
It was something they said at the mansion. A guy named Dylan who was supposed to be here investigating the meteor, I think.
He's probably dead. I'd imagine. And looking around, like all the bodies are
We
just
can
like,
only hope.
he's probably dead.
Maybe
Okay.
not, because wasn't Dylan potentially like us? We're not dead.
Wait, who's Dylan again?
Dylan
He
is
was
not like
basically when they at the mansion. They mentioned offhand somebody named Dylan being investigating a meteor strike thing. Meteorite.
Oh, so like a bad guy
Presumably somebody associated
Presumably a
with
bad guy.
the other group. Yeah.
who was researching this shit
Yeah.
that we found just now.
Yes.
Well, we got there before Dylan did. Supposedly.
or did we?
Or did we?
Mhm.
Smells
There
like
is,
Dylan
I guess we'll
here.
see.
If you guys are, give me a perception check.
Oh,
Perception
okay.
awareness.
It smells like Dylan in my pants.
Did you sleep with Dylan?
I slept with Dylan.
Omar is
I've already
like
died.
I got none.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
None
my
of your
dice.
business.
Here,
So-
just get mine out.
Hey,
Omar is like
hey,
Captain
hey.
Jack Harkness. He is omnisexual.
Omnisexual. Heaven Jack. Sparrow?
So he said it's going to be
Harkness.
perception and
Who's that?
awareness.
Doctor Who.
Oh,
Doctor Who.
he's omnisexual.
Omnisexual.
Yeah.
He'll-
Jack, yeah.
He's zombie
he'll
sex.
As
literally
long
fuck
as it's
anything.
alive, he'll do it.
But I think the
Well,
really
robots.
It's alive.
the
Yeah,
really
it's-
great way that they established it was he's able to see beauty, like sexual beauty in anything. So
Anything that anything that is intelligent and capable of taking consent.
That's a 20.
that's a better way of.
Or what if not 20?
It's not
that's
creepy.
Zero.
That's a,
Well, it's sometimes
Yeah,
creepy,
it's a 10.
but
All right.
I fully enjoyed his things with
3, 4,
Yanto.
5. I got 5.
I never watched Torchwood, so I can't comment on that one.
hey, how does
Yonto's creepy.
He's so cute.
how does it go on
He's funny,
the
though.
third epic?
Oh,
it
not
counts
Yonto.
as
Yonto's not the
4,
creepy one.
and then the
The
fifth is
creepy one
or the
is-
fourth is what?
I think 7.
Fourth is
The other
7.
dude,
I think so.
Or,
Oh, the
What
shorter
would that say?
guy.
That'd be under epic, I
yeah. I've seen,
Or-
he was in Game of Thrones.
It starts
before.
increasing
He also was in
quicker the more dots you
I know
get.
something else.
Would that be under epic
Grim.
perception or just be under epic
Yeah.
attributes? I guess. But
They're all going to be the same. Any epic
Okay.
attribute is, but it's going to be in the demigod book.
Oh.
Hero one. Yeah.
Anyways, I got 5.
well, unless
Three.
it's just said it right.
Five.
No, because I don't think there's a specific pattern for it. The demigod book only goes up to 3.
Oh, let me go then check this real quick.
Okay. Well, y'all don't notice anything.
I haven't rolled yet.
No. I'm saying if you wanted to look, you can, but you all do not notice any signs of somebody else being here besides for the scientists that have been scattered. There's
Sure.
one who literally looked like he was frothing at the mouth as he died.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to tell you how it works for stuff higher than 3.
I'm on the demigod.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Just go to any one of the epic attributes then. They all scale
there
there you go. They all scale the same way.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
so 7. Okay. So
What do you have for in?
perception. I already have a 7. Do you want me to roll or am I?
Oh,
Are you sure?
Because there's nothing
Nothing to know.
really. Yeah.
But what if I like come to a new higher plane of understanding?
Higher plane,
My
higher
roll.
plane, higher plane.
He gets so.
You're already
perceives his own
you're a
short
demigod.
he perceives
How much
his own
fun can you get?
shortcomings.
He receives so much he knows nothing.
I'm like soccer.
What is happening now? It's Herman Cain.
What? Who's Lord Kane?
Oh my god, why?
It's so beautiful.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
At that point, they should just do the Doctor Who portal behind him.
Well, years of service!
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I'm very confused by that.
That's,
I think they just
that was a
something from generic
little bit
and made a song
weird.
out of it. That was dope sauce, though.
The room has its own porn parody.
What is it called?
Oh wait, this is the end.
What is it called?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, keep going.
No, Spencer, you're just gonna have
The room
that.
is already a porno, so
No,
like...
it's not. That's bullshit.
The room?
The room?
Yeah, there's so many sex scenes with cheesy music.
But there's no.
What are
It's
you?
softcore. You don't actually see anything.
Is that even
But
software at that point?
You see boobs.
didn't we have a
In the
discussion?
room?
What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
The room.
Oh,
With Tommy Wiseau.
the spoon decoration.
He's got a new
on the
show
wall.
called Neighbors. A new show coming out called Neighbors.
Wonderful.
I want to see it.
What?
Don't make fun of it.
What? Wonderful.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay,
ready?
so we're still trapped at the bottom of an impact crater.
We didn't climb up the stairs,
I
right?
guess not trapped, but
We didn't. Did we jump down? Are we like in like an inescapable area?
I don't think so. I think there's stairs.
There's stairs.
There's
right?
stairs, yeah. Because like half of us.
You know
I think
what?
it's a
I'm just
staircase.
gonna jump out. Worst case.
You're just like.
I'm just gonna do ascend.
All right. We already looked around. You said right. That was a perception check.
Yeah, yeah.
You're looking around, and all you can find is the broken down husk of the container that the gods came out of.
Okay.
You notice that the key is gone though.
The key.
The key to the container.
The ring. Remember the ring that was formed by the sigils?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So the sigils have disappeared.
Sigils have disappeared, but you, Branwen, noticed that the husk is still actively glowing purple.
Husk?
The container.
Okay. Did you mention this? Brandon?
No,
No. Okay. All right.
it's purple.
Okay.
Well, you know straight off the bat that the thing was used to contain gods.
Right. So it's like it's gonna be magic.
Why are you putting your foot in the sink?
I'm bleeding.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
What happened?
That
He was
happens.
picking with the skin on his foot or the couch or whatever.
Oh yeah, I did that too. I picked myself way too much. It's gross. Sorry guys.
You're so nasty. So nasty.
Fuck you.
At least he's honest about it.
Yeah, at least you're nasty about
At
it.
least everyone does that.
At least you're Okay.
Oh,
I'm done.
scaleless snakes are weird. People have been breeding snakes to
Scaleless?
have no scales at all.
What is it?
Like it doesn't affect them negatively in any way. It just makes them like really soft.
As long as you don't let them outside,
Well, I mean,
they die easily.
Well, you
They'd be
keep
very
them
prone to
well, yeah. I mean, they're like,
environments.
yeah. You don't let
I
them
mean,
out.
scales are
Right.
natural defenses.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. I don't think people should do that.
All right. Well, Flynn's taking the stairs out.
Slimy snakes for you.
Okay.
It's manipulative.
Okay.
So,
So Flynn climbs. So Flynn climbs up the stairs. He's on his way out. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow Flynn.
I'm following him. Like, get the fuck out of here. This place is weird. I mean, it's great, but like, let's move on.
Okay.
We've been here for too long.
How long have we been? It's only been like an hour. Bad.
Omar skips down the stairs, just
Something
like
like that.
bumping into shit and bending things, and just like
Omar,
Omar's breaking
Omar, don't bring this whole place down on us, please.
no guarantees.
Avoid the load-bearing structures, please.
Okay. You're right. I do not know which power I possess.
Are you a god?
Are you a god?
Then die.
Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard, Harry?
Are you a wizard?
I'm a wizard.
You know what'd be cool as shit is that like the laptops in the future would have like a monitor here too. So if I just found something here, I could just instantly share it with you guys because you look here. It'd be cool. Or actually, I can get one now that just swivels. You know, because
Yeah.
they make them like all swivelly. these days.
Yeah.
Cool. I wouldn't mind getting one of those as long as it played games. with
Alright,
it.
so we're all leaving. I think.
Anyway, yeah, we're leaving. So how are we gonna get home, guys? Do we fly? Oh yeah, my jet. Where's my jet? Let's go to the airport and get on my jet.
Are we ready to leave? Where are we?
I hope
What's
we
the
can
name
still
of it?
fly.
Well, you
Yes.
can't exactly go back to the
Alta?
United States.
Yeah.
Oh, are we still wanted?
Oh yeah, we're.
But you have been you have been gone for
Like
less
a
than
day.
24 hours at this point.
Like I'm
Short
pretty
term,
sure
right?
we're on America's Most Wanted list.
Wait, why? Oh, because we fucked up the Teldrians?
We did a lot of shit.
Fuck them.
We fucked with the 1%.
They're bitches. Alright, so now that modern society hates us,
Modern society. That's
what the
kind of.
fuck do we do? We'll, let's go to Party
We should
City
probably go
and
back
get some
down to
masks.
town and see if those people are still fucked up.
Yeah, let's
in
go
the-
investigate. That was weird.
Yeah,
in the
probably a good
town.
idea.
That was hella freaky.
Check out, see if
And
the
not
weather
like
is,
this kind of
see if the weather has normalized.
Yeah. Alright, so,
I guess as we're leaving
Get
the,
the
going
snowmobiles
to
back
town.
down.
are we going to take Bremen's car with us this time?
Oh yeah, hey Bronwyn.
Hey, I got two really strong guys. Dig it out.
Okay. Is it buried in snow?
Yes, it's the car shape that we saw in the snow.
Oh yeah. So alright, so we're
I'm waiting to see if my colleague's like in the car dead. Like, well, found him.
He's like frozen.
Omar goes
Possibly
skipping
considering
through
that
like
everybody near that
6
site
foot
is
deep
dead.
snow.
My car is there.
Ease. Omar goes skipping through the 6 feet deep snow with ease. and
You
just,
guys
like,
basically pissed off someone that's a combination of the Kennedys and the Vanderbilts.
yeah.
Yeah,
gotta get them all.
Just shoot them.
Omar throws a snowball at Colm so hard that it knocks him on his ass.
Wait, can I try to dodge this now?
Yes.
Yeah, you should.
What's your
Yeah.
dodge value?
Yeah.
Do I see this coming?
Oh, do we have to?
Well, actually, I don't have to. Or
Do we have to roll for this?
I have 16 in dodge.
Oh wow, you have such
16,
good dodge. Yeah, see if his dodge.
Because
I want
my
to see if his
enact-
dodge can
enact
dodge
doubles.
my strength.
Oh,
or my
right.
snowball.
What was it? Untouchable opponent?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
When you're actively
Do I have to
dodging,
have,
it
like,
doubles it when you're
throw or
actively
something?
dodging.
More to
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a dexterity
guess.
throw.
It depends
Well, I had
if you
zero
don't know
thrown.
what's coming from
Yeah.
behind you.
That's true.
Shit.
Do I see the snowball coming at me?
Like you're
no.
saying, I didn't know.
Oh, you threw it from behind me?
No, I was ahead of you actually because I was skipping.
Okay. So I see this
Go
coming.
at you. You see it
Am I
coming.
actually rolling for this?
No,
Yes.
you just compare. You
Oh, I thought it was roll.
just
I thought
compare
you
tackle
just
to a
an
dodge.
experiment.
Oh,
value.
you can? What's your...
Dodge value's a static. You don't roll for them.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
how many dice you roll.
No.
Oh.
I see.
So what's your attack value based off of?
My attack.
You'd,
right?
you'd roll like. You'd probably roll thrown plus dexterity.
Thrown? Wait, did you...
If you want to actually,
Marksmanship.
if you want to actually make an attack roll, marksmanship is firearms.
Oh yeah, I have two.
So unless you
Oh
you're,
yeah,
you
yeah. I
know,
forgot there's three.
What if
you got a
what if
snowball gun?
perception?
Yeah, a snowball gun. That'd be fucking
Snowball
cool.
Are you
We have
gonna,
marshmallow guns. I don't see why this is not possible.
are you gonna roll for this, or am I just gonna dodge by default? But you're not gonna roll.
No, I'm not gonna fuck it.
Oh, I dodged it.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's just a little funny thing, just like me throwing fucking snowballs, like
Just fucking Matrix
like
it.
that, like break the sound barrier, and then like you die.
Jesus! Let's like rip my head off.
Okay, maybe they wouldn't break the sound barrier because my throne is at 0, but they would.
I'm pretty sure the snowball would like
It'd probably like
disintegrate before it
make a
hits the
noise.
sound
Like,
barrier.
yeah, I would throw it, and then it would just poof into a
No.
big thing of snow. That's why I gotta put rocks in the center.
Oh God!
That's what mean little kids do.
You pack them into ice.
Yeah, actually, I could just squeeze the snow so tight that I would pack it into an ice
You was
block.
I was the kid packing into ice.
Yeah, if she can do it, I can do
Oh my
it.
God! They're gonna be throwing darts out of.
Never intentionally, but I'd always like stock up on snowballs way in advance and then leave them sitting for days and they'd freeze on their own.
Oh God!
See, what I did is I'd pack them as much as I could, and then I'd rub them against other snow, so then it would get denser, and then I'd pack more snow.
Yeah.
All right,
This is
so
quite real.
how is the weather? How is the weather outside when we leave?
It's actually a lot calmer than it was. What was I saying? The storm has thus subsided. It's fallen at this point. There's still lingering heavy snowfall around where you guys are, but you can see through it at this point, and you notice there is a bustle of activity in the town down there.
Okay.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
There are sirens going off, and you guys can see forays which appear to be climbing the mountain through the heavy snows.
Oh, okay. Well, we keep going.
I assume we're my car now.
Are we? I thought we had the
Weren't we gonna
snowmobiles.
dig my car out?
Yes.
Oh, did the car run?
Well, my car. You know what? My car's
It's
not
still
gonna go
gonna-
through the snow.
It's still gonna run.
My
Yeah.
car's
What
not
type
gonna
of
go
car? Do
through
you
the
have like
snow.
chains on the tires at least?
She's gonna have her boys carry it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just coming down the mountain carrying a car.
Set up a little
Do it.
sedan chair on top.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is just a chariot. I mean,
Now
a
to
chariot.
my hideousness.
Jesus Christ.
If he doesn't do my bidding, I'm just gonna like walk up and like kiss their cheek. Ah! Get all in their personal zone.
AutoZone.
So,
By the way, I have no idea when the food's gonna show up because I forgot to look at the time before I closed the tab. And once you close the tab, it's never coming
Oh,
back.
like 30 minutes.
so all right. Is Bremen really asking them to carry the car for her?
She's not gonna care that much.
So you're just gonna leave your car?
It'll melt.
The car will melt?
No. Just when she's gonna slap him upside the head.
Are we gonna check the car to make sure your colleague is
Yeah.
still in it?
If he's like trying to like, he's hanging on.
No, I'm gonna just give it a passing glance.
Oh God.
If he's alive, I would know. If he's dead, well then who knows?
You do not see the colleague inside the car.
What to say?
Which would mean he's not alive if he's in the car.
Where did you leave your colleague?
He was outside my car.
You just left him here?
By the gate. You know what? That wasn't a choice I had. Odin sort of just kind of popped in on me without letting me know before dragging me off somewhere to a special meeting. You know, to meet
Okay.
special people.
Alright. Alright.
We're special.
I would hope he's smart enough to walk down the hill, but I don't know. He always trails after me like a puppy.
And your dogs perk up at this.
What? Puppy?
Puppy. Is there another one? Can he be a playmate?
God. Okay.
All right. Well, Flynn kind of turns to the people making their way up the mountain as you know, and is kind of like, so do we want to bother explaining to them, or should we just avoid them altogether?
They've halted and they're looking at all of you funny.
Oh, they're at the point where they can see us.
Yes.
Oh.
So they look normal.
Why take it to the whites of their eyes?
Yeah.
No witnesses.
They look normal, harried and tired, but they look normal at this point.
What are they? How close are they?
Well,
They,
you guys
they can see us.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got,
we
we
must
got,
look really
we got
weird
pretty
for
close to them earlier, right?
We must
Did
You must
did they
look
smell
really
bad?
weird because you're only wearing like Hulk pants.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
I was all dressed up for
All your clothes ripped.
Hulk.
You did?
Yeah.
All your clothes ripped.
You literally, like, I do this a lot when I'm describing buff guys, but your arms literally went from like here to here.
Shit.
So all of your clothes ripped.
You're
And your
literally
pants.
walking. You're literally walking around and like people really.
Why am I finding this out now?
Yeah.
I just.
He told us it multiple times. That's why we were laughing about it. We were making fun of Hulk pants. Spencer and I were talking about Hulk pants.
Oh, I don't want to look like the Hulk at all, ever.
Don't worry,
Okay,
you're
well,
not green
I
yet.
just need to get bigger.
If that's an actual thing, then Flynn will probably lend him his parka.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great mental image. Him walking around in a parka and really short shorts. Or
short
snow.
shorts.
With like no shoes or anything.
Oh my god. That ain't my style. Ideally, anyway. Especially in Norway. It's just like a big no-no.
Yeah.
The big no-no in Norway.
I mean, I may be strong, but I still get
My skin is not this durable.
Yeah, I still get frostbite, you know? And
Yeah.
it's perfect.
You have tough skin. Let's just hope your stamina
I got
holds
thick skin, yeah, no, actually I'll be fine, but yeah.
Stamina
it's
means
a good thing
you're probably
I do have
fine.
such high stamina.
Yeah.
Because then I can just be like,
You're like,
whatever.
The only reason why I'm coming out of this with 10 toes is because of my stamina.
Alright, so Omar asked the group if we can go to a clothing store so they can pick out some new threads. So we go to, can we go to,
As you guys, you
Yeah.
guys are walking,
We're just gonna kind of ignore the approaching.
Well, no, they're walking down and they're, you can hear them, mumbling to themselves in savage North person speak. You
Flynn just kind of like nods and as we pass.
Yeah.
they're kind of just like,
Wait them on.
like, and they try to like stop you guys, and they're babbling about like what were you doing up there? You can understand.
It's
what they're saying.
It's Scandinavian. This sort of thing happens all the time.
Yeah. Like they're babbling about what were you doing up there? What's going on? What's happened?
Well, I can't understand that.
Yeah, Brennan's probably the one that can understand
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah.
They two look very very skeeved out by your presence, Brandon. You notice that all that for the most part there's a party of about 8 of them, and the same thing happens with them as with the rest of them. You can see the sort of like this hazy bloodish outline around them, and the same exact thing. You are able to determine all of their ages. A good 5 out of 8 of them are in perfectly good physical health. One of them is in the advanced stages of cancer, and you predict that he'll die in about 6 months. And the other one, he also appears to have
Dr. Brown.
He also appears to have done nothing to counteract it.
Yeah.
He's
Cancer?
Yeah, they probably haven't found it at this point. The other one has
AIDS.
WebMD.
Diabetes.
Huh? The other
Diabetes.
one, the other one has a pretty nasty case of diabetes. He's
Told you, stop eating the 9 out of 10 candy bars.
right. Okay. Did we already pay for it?
Yes,
Are you good? Okay.
I did tip and stuff too.
Okay.
Unless you want to throw money at him.
How much do we owe you?
When she
Proportions of that.
there he goes.
It was like $40.
Oh, it's not the pizza?
Oh, it's right.
You know what? You're disappointing.
I can't stay for too long.
Wait, which one?
I don't know which one is yours, so I brought both.
Anyways, so it was like $40 with tipping.
I have another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pay back. I don't have it. I have zero cash on me right now. But yeah.
That's fine.
That's why I have this.
Okay.
That's why I stand.
No,
Makes
I
sense.
got mine too.
Yeah, we got some. Hell yeah.
We gave me his code for.
Yeah, this should be our new thing where we just go like that.
We gave me one of his codes for Smash Brothers on 3DS. I haven't played
You have it right now?
Mm.
Can you just like
Can we play it? Is that okay? Can we play
just
Smash
really
Brothers?
quick? Just like 1 minute.
Sure.
It's got a Smash Brothers problem.
God.
Okay, so
Brogy's just.
as they
Brogy doesn't
passed,
feel like
they
start
asked
playing
me like,
with
what's
this.
going on.
Then I'll get better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do you even have a 3DS?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you have it in a while.
I don't have any need for it.
You don't?
So yeah, are you going to even bother answering the people who are
No, the demos.
asking what's going on?
Well, you know, the problem is because they,
He's
well, it's
oh my
also so it could
God.
be things that are
They
not
give you
necessarily
four
going to
codes
know
if you
me.
have it.
How'd you get this?
For a week.
Here we.
Oh, right.
But it could be one of those things
Steven has
like
it, John has it, of course, and then
they may be able to tell that I
music
am
is
me.
great.
You know, it's kind of like how we can
So what
normally
character-
Oh, yeah,
tell if American
probably.
or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, they could probably tell that you're some native Norwegian speaker. So
Yeah.
Did you know Sakura's wife did all the design for the
Cool.
layout systems and stuff like that?
This is amazing.
Oh, so you can only pick a couple of people?
Yeah,
it's a demo. Yeah.
False memory.
You're not picking Mega Man?
Oh yeah, I should. Fuck that.
You'll take some.
So no secret characters?
I think that makes up for the lack of
That's-
ice climbers.
No, I can understand where they took out.
I'm saying the voice.
Oh, yeah.
The
Is it a
voice.
different voice?
Mega Man makes up for not being able to hear ice climbers anymore.
Because we're all going like Ice Climbers. Oh. Ice Climbers was the one that you always groaned whenever you got a random character. Like,
No, I love
ah.
Ice Climbers.
I don't mind. I didn't mind them.
Is that a Master Ball?
Well, no, what I always hated is when your guy was the one that died. Because then the girl dies.
Oh, yeah.
The girl always dies if the guy dies, but if the
I'm
girl
sure somewhere
dies,
somebody's
Yeah,
the
you
taking
guy
can tell the
misogynistic.
guy. The girl is just an extra person.
So.
I like how it does the dash like that. It's a very...
Oh, what the fuck? That was
Does the Master
insane.
Ball denote the strength of the Pokemon coming out of it? So
I
you
guess
just
so.
missed a legendary Pokemon.
Wait, way to go, idiot.
That's okay.
Is that his neutral A? It's just the button one? Can you move when you're firing?
Yo, I shot him with a stick.
I think my favorite thing about this new Smash game is how many people are so incredibly butt mad that
Press
Mewtwo
B
is
the whole
in it.
time. What?
That
Oh, I don't know. I don't
My favorite thing
understand.
about it, that all the people who are just incredibly angry that Mewtwo's not in it.
A lot
That's
of
my
people
favorite thing
are
about it.
incredibly mad for like a lot of reasons. I don't understand
That and
the
Ridley.
one.
That and Ridley.
Ridley? Which one's
You know,
Ridley?
they're upset
Metroid
about
Prime.
Ridley because there was one stupid Kotaku article about it. It's so dumb. They have, I don't know, like...
Because Kotaku is such a great reason
Yeah,
to, you know.
exactly. They're all like, look at the shadows of the floor. Pretty sure Ridley's in. It's like,
31.
More like Kotaku, right?
I mean, I'm more upset that they completely took out like chain grabbing and the mechanical things.
I don't
But
know.
guess-
I am
I don't-
super pleased because that means that you can't chain grab me anymore.
well, they took out ice climbers, so...
I don't know shit about the advanced
Chain grabbing
gameplay
means you
stuff like
you
that.
down.
I know what it is. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah.
it's not that bad. It's like really character specific. You
Yeah.
have to know ones, and then all it is you.
All I remember is that like DD got banned in tournaments because he had a really inescapable chain grab or something.
That's really. I
playing
like.
tournaments.
No.
The only person who has ever banned in all
This
tournaments.
is solid.
Meta
This is
Knight.
solid.
Midnight, I
The
thought.
only one. Yeah,
I'm really
Meta
enjoying
Knight.
it.
And only
Midnight was overpowered in one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's funny. That's
I just remember back when the game first came out and everyone was complaining about Ike being so broken, and now it's like no one even uses him.
No one talked about Ike ever. Not in this. I
Oh,
mean,
at least the communities that I was in,
oh, yeah.
for the first like 6 months or something, it was
guess so.
Ike's so yeah. It's like no, you just
hard. Just dodge him.
He's so slow.
yeah. It's like now that you fought him for 6 months, he can't hit shit anymore.
Right. He was just overpowered for that first, like,
Yeah.
beginning learning stage.
He was
He was-
overpowered
He
because
was
he was not a
overpowered
fighter.
online because the lag was so bad that you could just dash attack and people couldn't do anything about it. I did that with Lucas a few times. She was funny. But I don't know. For the most part, Brawl was figured out within the first 2 months. By like the top people, and nothing has changed in Brawl since then.
Is that like a temporary demo, or will you be able to keep that until release?
I have no idea. I know that it comes out for everyone in a week.
Are those the only characters you can play?
Right now, yeah.
That's okay.
The demo.
So, are you really high right now?
No.
Do you have pink eye?
Motherfucking wish.
No.
I had pink eye. I had pink
Oh,
eye in my
man.
face.
You okay?
No, yeah, I'm just a
I'll
little
see you
sore because
sorry
we
for,
were
like, causing a distraction or whatever.
that's okay. on
but yeah,
on
we
Wednesday
wanted to-
after the training for my
Oh,
work.
okay. So
We have a HEMA class that kind of
But yeah,
shares our
so
space.
After,
Okay.
before,
And that's like
Oh, we
more, you know,
got-
European
before
swordsmanship stuff.
Okay.
And they were doing a class on
So,
What?
Montante, which is a two-handed like great sword
More
Next
Oh, okay.
combat style. I stayed after for a little of that.
so we'll do that.
Sounds kinda cool.
Yeah, so see you
Oh
tomorrow.
my
Cool,
god,
buddy.
my
See ya.
shoulders and
Oh,
upper arm, they're
Steven's
just
invited too, in
dead
case they don't know
from
about
that.
What's going on?
It's so cool though.
Brian's filming thing tomorrow. He's doing a Halloween episode.
That's
Oh,
cool.
did you see his message? He wanted you to bring your
Yeah.
guitar in.
Oh wait, guitar amp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't read the whole thing, but I'll read it.
It's like at the end. Yeah, I know, it's like a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I had work yesterday,
Alright, man, later.
so I was fighting that, and I'm fighting twice tomorrow. So.
Jesus. I'm gonna be sore and
When's the
shit.
food gonna be here?
Any minute now should be.
Any minute now. Any minute now it should be.
He's having problems apparently.
Ball python.
Anyways.
Python.
So yeah.
So cute.
So is Bremen going to explain to these civilians
Well, what we're doing.
anything about what? Yeah, is she going to answer them or
These normal people. So they asked what
mundanes?
we were doing up there.
Yeah, they're kind of battling about what's going on. So, and we all have no idea what they're saying.
I don't know. The storm just stopped all of a sudden. I don't know. I mean,
Are you okay?
Found
What's
her-
wrong with your eyes? They look bloodshot. You look you almost look exsanguinate. Are you okay?
really?
Can I take you in?
I don't know. I mean, you guys look all tired and stuff. Maybe it was just, I don't know, the storm or something? Just act all clues. Just wander away.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't run!
Flynn, you actually noticed that there is one of them, and he is sort of like stuck in place for a moment. There are 8 of them. 7 of them are talking and focused on Brandon, and one of them is sort of just like stuck, staring slack-jawed at you a little bit. And you actually notice that he's like hunching a little bit over, and he's twitching, and a little bit of drool is coming out the side of his mouth. And he's like matching your eyes and staring a little bit, and after like maybe 15 seconds of this, he actually passes out. This was the one that ran when you noticed that there. I didn't tell you about that. It looked like the guy had a chemical imbalance in his brain.
Oh, that's what you hadn't finished saying what
Yeah.
was wrong with.
The
There's the
last
diabetes
one.
and cancer, and then
And then
you
the last
hadn't
one had
finished
a
saying what
little
was
bit of a
wrong.
chemical imbalance in his brain. It made him a little bit weaker-willed than normal.
Oh, nice.
Hint.
Was he really fat and like
No.
had all these drug problems?
No.
And,
And that was the one, and he was staring at you slack-jawed, and for all intents and purposes, it looked like his mind snapped, and he dropped. And the other ones almost immediately rush over to him and start fussing over him, and they're no longer paying attention to any of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to take his pulse.
Okay.
Do on the ground.
Brandon, you can see that his the moment that the guy goes down, the aura, sort of like the bloody aura around it, immediately turns a good number of shades darker, and you can actually sort of see like feel almost like a bit of a biological clock ticking at this point, and that you can tell that the guy's about to die.
Oh. Just, you know what?
That must be.
I'm just gonna walk over to Flynn, grab his arm, and start walking. Bye, guys! Hope your friend feels better! Just keep go, guys, go! Start dragging you along.
What did I do?
You just killed that guy.
What?
Well, are you guys following?
Well, I'm still with the dude. Like, so he has a pulse, but it's like getting weaker.
You're feeling his pulse, and every time it pulses, it's weaker. The guy's frothing at the mouth, and okay. So because this happens, it's one of your positives. I'll say it's a positive that links with a negative. It's called Weight of Ages. Your force of will is both a physical impediment to weaker surrounding creatures.
What does Alex want now?
Your continued presence around sufficiently weak targets will actually cause their minds to snap. This is the weight of the goddess of time.
Jesus.
Okay then.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Alright?
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry, Ellis, I need you to sign
How's your night going?
Yeah.
I almost get to go home.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
How's your night going?
It's going well, sir. Thank you.
Facebook is pretty interesting.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's so fascinating. I love it.
I got it.
Oh, she got it.
I got the pen. Oh, I've got the pen.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated.
May the tips be plenty. Have a good night.
Have a great night too.
Have you seen that one video of the The guys who order pizza.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the cult thing?
the cult thing, yeah. They dress up in like cloaks and animal masks and stuff.
Oh, they do?
Sit on the table. Sit on the table with the candles lit. Just
Wasn't
doing
there
this.
somebody laying on the
Pizza guy
table
comes in.
too? I don't remember.
I don't think they had that.
No.
Yeah, pizza guy comes in. Yeah, the one guy gets to the table and just greets the pizza guy like, "Greetings."
That would be so funny.
And he tells me he has to go to like the elder to get his money or something.
Yeah, he goes over to the table and just like pat on the bowl and like pass around the bowl with a complimentary tip. Contribute money to it.
That's so good.
Pizza guy's just like, may your feast be bountiful, and he leaves.
Yeah, they tell him like, they just silently like gesture for him to like put it on the TV. And
Apparently the pizza guy found this video they posted online and commented on it. He was just like, yeah, I was high as shit when this was going on.
That's why it's great being a delivery driver, because just shit like that happens.
That's high as shit.
I really enjoyed my time as a delivery driver. You see weird shit.
I was high as shit when that happened.
Yeah. When you smoke a lot of marijuana.
Rogi, if I cast Aegis on him, it goes toward a hardness rating. Is that going to help him out at all? Or is that...
oh, there's a pig, and I'm like, oh, it's a pig! I know what you're talking about.
Sure, all out.
Okay.
Was it?
I look at him and so he's laying there and I'm about to reach down and then I hesitate and wait, how does that work? Oh, that's not gonna help me out. Okay. Then I whip out my gavel and extend it.
The rod?
Yeah, like not like at him, I just extend it out.
Okay.
Wow. What do I see when I look at him?
Let me think. When you look at him, it's for the most part it's vastly blue. There's a couple of from the Draconian Nanubite system. There's a couple of red things, like he yelled at his mom when he was a kid.
Oh god. Okay.
like that kind of thing. But the thing that speaks out most is he's been troubled since he was a little kid. He's made the best life that he possibly can, but with his mental instability, it's always been a really, really hard road. But he's done the best that he could.
It's been a hard road.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, this is the first pretty much pure blue person that you've seen. The other ones around him are not as pure.
Okay. I sort of glare at them.
They're not like red. They're not Robbie red, but they're just like all of us have done stupid mean shit in the past.
Yeah, they're probably not even as bad as me.
Okay. Yeah,
Because I'm
looking at
like
you
a
guys.
dark purple.
Okay, so then I detract it back into its form and put it back in my belt or whatever.
They're like, what the fuck was that?
I'm just like, oh, I don't understand them, so I'm just like, and I was like, man, this could have been so much simpler. And then I reached down and put my hand on his chest and cast Aegis on him.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had told you that you killed him, basically, and you're like, what? I didn't touch him.
Well, you talking to me?
No, I
me.
told... I'm dragging Flynn down the hill, and he's just like, what is going on? I'm like, yeah, you just killed that guy.
One legend and willpower, then roll stamina plus
Of course,
fortitude.
Flynn has to
Add
take it
her
by blind
bonuses.
faith that I know that you just killed him.
Should I even roll, or should I just be like, I help him out and protect him?
Guy on the ground
Okay.
just got like killed by Flynn.
Okay,
Why is there a
one,
guy on the ground? Who's got?
He collapsed.
Apparently, one of the side effects of the binding thing.
Oh.
15.
The weak minds will just snap after a certain period of time or something.
Okay, there we go.
You do see a sense of calm immediately come over his face.
Where are our plates?
You in particular do notice that the guy had already started to look better and better and better the farther away that Flynn got from him.
What's that?
I distracted him. That's my fault.
You already off the bat, I'm not even going to ask you to roll perception checks anymore. You off the bat already noticed that the guy got better and better the further away Flynn got from him.
Oh, okay.
But on top of that, you do know that in addition to the increasing, the decreasing negative effect that the guy appears to be experiencing, that the moment that you touch him and cast Aegis, that a good measure of calm comes over the guy's face, and he stops spasming. Brandon, you actually, you're not looking at it anymore, but you sort of like feel a sort of like a. It was almost just like a. I don't know how to describe it. You get like this little bit of a twist in your gut, and you glance back, and the aura is rapidly fading into a normal pinkish red.
Okay.
Nick, you do notice a small golden thread dance off of your arm and strike the guy in the chest, though.
Oh,
Fate binding.
Does Cole know what this is by now? Oh.
Fate
It's only
binding.
happened once before.
Because if he did, he'd be like, oh no, god damn it.
That's basically pretty much every time you use power in front of or on a mortal, it'll fate bind you to them.
Alright.
Well, good news is he probably won't
Sure.
be dead then.
Y'all, so the guy immediately relaxes. His compatriots all immediately relax and look at you and start. They're not even bothering to try to talk to you anymore. They're just like muttering among themselves, probably saying something to the effect of, "Oh, I wonder what he did. But I'm glad the guy's okay." And you back out and walk away, and you notice the guy's eyes, even though he's not fully lucid at this point, they follow you as you're walking away.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, Flynn. Good news. Looks like after all, he won't die.
I walk up to Flynn and I'm like,
Flynn appears genuinely relieved at hearing this.
what'd you do?
Homer's like,
No, we're
just gonna go
down
to
the
the-
hill.
Oh,
You
you guys
have to be.
hooked the fuck
you-
off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
never
was
mind.
dragging Flynn away, so you would have to be like yelling
Okay,
at
alright,
us.
never mind. Well, I'm heading back down the hill though.
you meet up.
We meet up? What'd you do?
No idea.
Man, I knew you guys shouldn't have melded with those
Wait, what?
self-righteous prophets.
Wait, did you not meld with the god?
Maybe you're
You
right.
didn't meld with Salsavators?
No. I took the smart choice.
What'd you
I thought we
do?
had this conversation like verbatim.
Dude,
I'm having like deja vu.
I'm bad at this, okay? So
No.
I didn't mean like that.
Flynn kind of nods and is like, maybe you're right.
But what did you say?
I said I knew you guys shouldn't have melded with those self-righteous prophets. Yeah, I think there's some irony to that. Hypocrisy, probably. Better word.
Okay. So
But he does ask. So you were able to help him.
Yeah, you should be okay.
Okay.
so you guys are walking back.
I like how none of you guys questioned the fact that I just knew whether or not he was going to die. Because I told you that he was going to be okay before he came to tell you.
As far as Cole's concerned, you just like we were just talking to gods, and so he was just like,
Whatever.
I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, honey bunny.
He's a honey bunny. Oh.
Small food. God damn it, I want some.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Dogs.
My dogs just sit and look at you. Actually, the worst type of food they're about is cheese sticks. We joke that there's a tax on your cheese sticks. A dog tax.
I don't know what it is with dogs and cheese. Doesn't my dog's the same way over anything
My
cheese
dad
related.
did it. He would always save the last bite of his cheese stick for my dog.
You shake it. You do not shake it all about.
Okay, so this is I assume this conversation was happening once we're back at Brandon's place or wherever we're heading to.
I think that's where we met up, yeah.
Alright. That's not funny. Alright. So y'all are on your way back down the mountain. While you were passing, you picked up a great deal of snippets of conversation that was going on in the guys' heads as you passed them. So for you at this point, you are pretty sure that you're starting to. Would Flynn have realized at this point that he's telepathic at this point, or does he just think that he's hearing voices?
Would he be hearing what I said? Like, I told him that he killed the guy. So would he have been able to hear essentially the rest of the story in my head?
Now
He can't read you guys. He can hear the bear's whispers from you guys.
I was gonna say that would make sense why he wouldn't be able to question me, because he'd be getting that subconscious.
Well, actually, okay. The people on the way up the mountain, would he have been picking up their thoughts like in Norwegian, or would
you would have been
like,
able to understand?
Understand? Okay. They don't think in Norwegian. Think in the universal language.
They think in common.
I start speaking in common.
Okay. Yeah, after passing the people on the mountainside, you'd probably figure what was going on.
Okay.
Wait, so who is this guy originally? Like, how did this whole debacle start?
Oh, it
I think I was
was.
peeing when this happened.
It was just like the people who were climbing up the mountain to investigate as we were coming down.
Oh.
One of them was
I thought we
apparently
were already in town, though.
Now we are. But not when this happened.
Okay.
One of them was apparently had a chemical imbalance in his brain that made him weak-willed. He was like he had some kind of he was like autistic or something. And apparently the presence of my character having the manipulator possessing him.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like just the sheer presence broke his mind apparently.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then you all came up to him and tried to help him?
Well, yeah. So
better?
Bramwin just kind of grabbed Flynn and was just kind of like pushing him away, like let's
Gotcha.
get out of here.
They GTFO'd.
Yeah.
Alright.
And Colm used one of his
Boons.
protective boons,
Yeah.
to
Save him.
to kind of save the guy, yeah. But he fate bound him to him in the process.
They'll have some like autistic
Which
kids
is
following
great.
around now.
Because, well, he could be that.
take a number of
He could
forms.
have like no, but he could have had like epilepsy
Yeah.
or just
Or it could have been something like that, yeah.
seizures.
It could have been something like that, yeah.
He could have.
But he was describing it kind of seemed like it was supposed to be autism or
What is
something,
it
but
called?
you know.
Called that thing that's in your brain that will kill you, but you never know when. Like
Like a brain hemorrhage?
no, it's. You're literally living a life like a ticking time bomb.
I have no idea.
Schizophrenia.
No. It's basically, it forms like a clot in your brain.
Hmm.
But a lot of people, what it is it's so painful and it drives them crazy that what they do is they end up smashing their head against something.
Ooh.
So it's incredibly gruesome.
Mm.
So like, they've had,
Not
like,
pleasant.
my friend had a forensics class for blood splatter and stuff, and so they showed them a picture of it, and it was like a 24-year-old woman in her kitchen, and she was like laying there on the floor, and there was just a splatter that just went out in like a circle all around her head. And it looked like somebody came up and smashed the back of her head off, basically, right? What it is it wasn't a murder. She had whatever that was. Ended up,
Cool.
she laid on the ground and smashed her head against the floor until the pain stopped.
Oh.
Some lady who had this disorder
This is
apparently.
awful.
Yeah,
No.
it's like a type of. I think it's technically like a type of clot in your brain,
Thought
but
But
it's something that you're. It's like something that you're like born with, but there's no way to determine
Born
when
this
it'll
way.
be triggered.
When it manifests, yeah.
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 I don't remember what it's called though.
shit luck.
But you guys would know. You guys would know what it is if you heard like the name, because a lot of people just don't know what
Probably.
the actual, what that word actually implies as a medical condition.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, the guy had some kind of mental issues, and that was what triggered it. Triggered the ability for him. So basically, Flynn can't spend a whole lot of time around mortals. Otherwise, it fucks up the brain.
Just very gently.
What the fuck?
Rogan,
Are you guys playing footsie? Yeah, God.
We're fine.
Those footsie injuries, you gotta watch
No
them.
homo, right?
But we're fine.
Those
It's only gay if your balls touch.
The
They
chin.
call it a footality.
What'd you call it?
A fatality.
It's like a fatality, you fucking asshole. It's a footality.
Fine.
There's
Someone's a little angry.
I really did, actually.
Alright, so, I assume that whenever we end up going to get some new clothes
Swag.
for Omar,
For Shui.
Yeah, I need some
swag,
fucking clothes
some
already.
swag.
Can you imagine just walking into a store?
Flynn's probably going to just stay home when we do that.
You know
Are we going here? We haven't.
That's not
Assuming that he is aware of the
Do you have
fact that it
clothes
was
for him?
his presence causing this guy to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a girl who lives alone.
I don't know.
Hmm?
Maybe,
What am I gonna have? How am I gonna have clothes that are gonna fit Omar?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm like what, 4'11" or
Yeah,
something
one of your shirts
ridiculous.
might go over my arm.
Yeah, we could just.
Nice.
we can make sleeves.
Yeah.
I'll just make him a toga. How about that?
Yeah.
How about we just get like a blanket, wrap him in a
Get my
blanket?
queen size
Make a
bed
toga.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make him a toga.
Yeah.
No, I really rather just go to the
Well, I mean, this is until you get to this place.
XXL Norwegian clothes shop.
You just look for it. It's called Thor's clothing.
You need to look for the big and tall shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever you guys do that, Flynn's staying home,
Stay.
and probably just going like, what do I do? I can't be around people.
Flynn's gonna become a crazy cat lady in my apartment. She's gonna walk back in sometime like, Flynn, where did all these cats come from? Walking around in an old floral dress.
They're the only
Baking
ones.
brownies.
They're the only ones who understand me.
It was funny because he made a good ear.
Oh,
Except it'd make no sense to you until you learn to speak cat. Because I doubt they, think in common tongue.
Anyway,
God.
so yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, I just read
What
the
is y'all doing?
These are beautiful.
We're gonna escort. I think.
Carries, look, somebody knows medical terminology. That's cute. Caries are the official term for a cavity in your tooth. They're holes. I think it can apply
I'm
to
gonna
like
follow
any other
Omar
part of
here
your body.
to
There's like holes that
get
are
some new
broken in
clothes,
your
I
body.
guess.
Oh,
I find that might be startling for some
no
people.
one wants those.
I assume that I have to go out and make sure he doesn't get arrested because of his panic.
Yeah.
For indecent exposure.
Yeah. For lunch.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Their laws may be a little bit different about
Exposing
this.
his glorious pectorals.
Yeah.
Abs.
I think glorious is probably a good word for
Hey,
it.
these glorious pectorals. Alright, so we're like, how do I. Omar walks into a clothing shop. Like, is that what we're doing now?
I think
Yeah,
we're
we're
just
just
kind
going
of.
to store, yeah.
Oh, by the way, one question. How upset are you going to be in the fact that we can no longer return one of the parkas?
Brickus?
Which one?
Oh, the ones we took from the.
The one that he was wearing that he just
Sorry.
ripped up?
What?
What?
I ripped
Because you
one off?
guys borrowed three
when he-
of the
when he ripped
jackets
through his
and
clothes.
Snow clothes? Because I had my own
Oh.
snow clothes.
Oh.
You had your own winter coat. But you left them a note saying everything that you guys borrowed, including the
yeah.
snowmobiles. And he just ripped up like all of the clothes that he borrowed.
Well, we can go to the same shop and then I'll
Okay,
just
then.
like
Yeah.
pay for the shit.
Yeah.
Reverse them.
We can just do that.
That's exactly what we did. It's done.
It's done.
Alright,
Now I look fly as fuck.
Basically, this means I'm going to have to pay for it. Because you're not going
Everything
to
is-
have money for this.
Sure, well, why not? Oh, not like the right
Wrong
currency?
currency.
Pay in credit.
Yeah, we can pay credit. Well,
they may accept American
never mind.
dollars.
I wouldn't pay.
It would just be more expensive.
What's the
we gonna, like,
extradition
go
like
with,
between
like,
Norway and the U.S.? Our credit cards are probably flagged.
Alright, so what do we do now?
Not if the gods.
Not mine.
No, Anubis is like
Left credit card.
no interest. Here you go, son.
Endless.
No, mine wouldn't be. I'm not American
I'm not that good
Flynn
at
and I
making up
can't
story
have our
about Spencer.
accounts closed
Why?
because we're not American
I'm not that good at
citizens.
picking up story either. But
Think about how can the United States close our
Depends on
bank
what-
accounts if we have
Depends on
never
what-
lived in the United States, which means our accounts would be in our respective countries.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm not buying anything,
even if
so-
it's run by the
Oh.
same branch that's housed in the United States, they still can't close that account because that would be.
I don't really know how banking works.
Yeah.
But that would be against like the law,
terrified of
international
money
law. So
So we should be okay then.
Yeah,
Assuming
I don't
our
know if
account.
Omar's gonna have.
Assuming our accounts are all
Omar has
foreign.
an American account, honestly. I'd assume yours is, and Omar probably
Yeah.
is too.
Yeah.
I'd probably just be like, hey guys, can you cover this until we can exchange some cash here.
This one's probably got a shitty credit score anyway.
This is terrible. You're the unemployed one, and I'm just a photographer for a newspaper in a foreign country that
Yeah.
probably doesn't have a very good, like, currency value. So it's like,
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Norwegian currency is pretty strong.
because I mean, yours would be based off the euro.
Yeah.
I don't think Norway is part of the euro. Maybe
I don't know.
they may deal with
All I know is Norway is actually pretty wealthy, so. Anyway,
Whatever. We'll just assume I'm paid ridiculously well because I sell my photos as art too. We'll go with that.
fair enough.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm doing
so I
pretty
guess
well.
once Omar has been appropriately attired,
What are y'all going to do?
yeah, what's our next
So we
step?
wrap him in a bed sheet, take him to the store, get him some clothes, come back with my bed sheet trailing over in the snow, probably. You know.
And figure out what our next step is.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not telling you what y'all are doing.
I don't know.
Alright, well, so we're not allowed to go to America anymore, so.
Looks
We
like
can
Should
try.
we go to Europe or something?
We're in
We're in
Europe.
Europe, fuck. Well,
You can go back to your homeland.
what's the closest, like, facility for the AMD Corporation? Well, we just go there and start fucking shit up. You know, we know they're bad guys. Like, let's just go break their things. Like,
Y'all are God empowered at this point.
yeah, like I want to break shit now. I'm feeling powerful.
How about we go question them?
Well, okay. I mean, it's
Let's
gonna lead
restrain the
it's gonna
breaking.
lead to us breaking shit, but at least if we question them first, then we can say that we're there for peaceful means.
Hey, so Brandon, is there,
Keep them all high ground.
do you know of any headquarters around here?
Yeah, do we have a map?
Besides the one that just got hit by a meteor?
Okay, so no. Okay, let's look it up on a map. Let's go to their website, www.amd.com.
AMD.com.
That's
All I got
probably...
is CPU.
Yeah.
This shit.
ATI my ass.
I was waiting for something like that to happen.
ATI.
You got my ass.
I'm on their website looking for
Okay.
like any headquarters.
Nearest location, I guess.
Yeah.
Nearest
Are
headquarters.
you on
like
like a
a-
smartphone, just like?
Yeah.
I probably have a computer. This is my house.
Oh, we're at your
we're
house.
back at your house,
Oh, we're
yeah.
telling your house now.
Well, wasn't that where Spencer was staying? Because he didn't want to people?
Yeah, we're back at her house.
Yeah.
Flynn didn't want to
It's nice
people.
and
He didn't want to people,
Well, you didn't
yes.
hear my whole spiel about him becoming a crazy cat lady?
No.
Just,
No.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
that was great.
Flynn stayed behind to
Sorry.
avoid exposing civilians.
It's all there. It's all recorded.
Yeah.
I know.
Flynn stayed behind when you guys went shopping to avoid exposing civilians to his presence.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Let's go to, okay, let's go around, we're looking for their stuff online.
Cool. What did you find?
Yeah, what did I find?
I think he's looking that up now.
So you look. So you guys are. So you're on the website. You're looking up where their nearby facilities are.
Yeah, like not like just a small facility, but like something that would be substantial. We're trying to find answers.
Center.
We're trying to find answers from this corporation.
Someone you can go to actually to find some answers.
Yeah.
There was the main island facility.
Ooh, where's that?
It was on the old map, but the old map was
It's
the
Easter
randomly
Island,
generated.
surprise!
So they're now like in Australia.
New Zealand. There are a bunch of islands over by
Greenland.
New Zealand.
It has not been a week. The CEO is still gone at this point, but she did tell you to
We'll
come back
wait for her.
to. The CEO told you to come back to that island base
Okay.
in a week.
Okay. What's the island base? Where would that be? What country?
Let me pull up a map of the world.
I mean, we still have. I'm pretty sure Flynn saved her letter. I'm pretty sure a couple of us saved letters. So
I don't remember what I did with mine.
Omar goes to the
I feel like
bathroom.
Colin probably didn't.
Yeah.
Omar goes to the bathroom to
But Flynn's a pack
take a
rat,
shit,
so.
so I'll be right back.
Omar's going to take a shit.
I'm gonna poop on your toilet, Jimmy.
What?
I'm gonna sit where you sit
This is getting creepy.
on your throne.
On your throne.
Watch out.
Porcelain throne.
Which means he's gonna poop on your throne.
No!
How invasive is that?
No!
Not just on it, but in it.
No!
I'm disturbing Spencer, okay.
Spencer.
Of course, I'm the one eating still.
Excuse me. So, oh, we're still looking at location.
You know what? Just for funsies. The main island corporation has taken over the island of Sardinia in Italy.
Huh.
Oh man. I was gonna say, you should be that radioactive island. The island
What?
that they were all. No, it's not actually radioactive. What island was it that everybody was told was radioactive, so they cleared out the entire city? And
Was
it was the one that was featured in James Bond. That's actually like a real place and shit.
Was it was it Japanese?
Quote and
It
shit.
sounds Japanese.
It's and shit.
Yeah, was it a Japanese island? I feel like that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That or like
Japan has all the weirdest islands, so Rabbit Island, Deer
that or it
Island,
was controlled
Cat
by like
Island.
Russia or something. But
Japan
yeah, it's
is
probably
always
over there.
fucking weird.
Yeah, it
Well,
sounds
they
very
do believe
familiar.
their islands came from basically them stirring the sea in a circle a lot.
There's that Snake Island as well. It's
Oh, the island that's got like
It's
all
on some
snakes.
list, some list on Cracked. Yeah, it's like the 5 deadliest islands or something. This one's just full of venomous snakes.
Yeah, they have like snakes, birds,
I think they,
and like some kind of like lemur or something. I think,
Yeah.
or something like that.
it's got something like 5 snakes per square yard on this island or something.
5 snakes per square yard.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like
What
you're,
the-
it's like
It's
you're
something
walking
ridiculous
on
like
freaking
that.
snakes.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, you don't.
You just gotta watch out because it's like 3 of like the top.
There was a
10
there was like a
venomous
lighthouse or something
snakes over
there, and
something.
the snakes just drove the lighthouse keeper out of the island.
I don't blame them.
I think it was a family actually.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't remember details. It was
Probably
a
just
while
went,
since
fuck this shit.
it's been a while since I read it.
This lighthouse can just go 24/7. It doesn't need.
So okay, Sardinia is where the entire island of Sardinia is basically
The entire island
Owned
of
by the
Sardinia
company.
is the company's.
Well, this is what happens
That's
when Italy
impressive.
goes
Money.
war.
That is impressive.
Money.
That depends. How was Italy's economy at that point in time? Because they have some serious issues sometimes. Not like Greece, though. Greece is sort of pathetic. When it
Go
comes
on
to
an
money.
expedition to Syracuse, you guys. Be a lot of fun. The real Alcibiades said that.
So, Flynn's still kind of preoccupied with this Dylan person though. And
Well, you do remember what the rest of it said was if what the rest of Francis said is that he's supposed to be off investigating the comic if he isn't off sabotaging another one of the corporation's facilities.
Okay, so he's thinking, I guess. So, if this Dylan wasn't here,
Sardinia?
Seems as good a bet as any.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna have a problem with the authorities in Italy? I'm gonna assume no.
Oh, just make sure your roommate doesn't suddenly die.
I was thinking the same thing. Holy shit! What was her name? The girl who was on trial for such a long time.
They didn't want her back.
I know they want her back.
Sent her to prison for murdering her roommate.
You remember the story? It was big in the news.
She was a college exchange student, and I think both of the girls were college exchange students, and they were roommates. They were like random roommates, so they didn't really know each other beforehand. But the one roommate died, and is believed to be murdered. I don't remember all the details about it, but it made sense that it seemed like it was murder. And the police, right off the bat, after initially talking to the roommate, who was the one who reported the death, that she was guilty because she responded the way an American would. An American does the whole, I am really upset, but I'm going to talk to you about this. In Italy, someone who is innocent who's found a dead person will be so distraught they can't talk. They will wail and cry and scream.
And also the part that she was being comforted by her boyfriend at the time, and then kissed him. They're like, "Oh, only guilty people would get off on that."
So they they assumed she was they assumed she was guilty because she wasn't responding the way they expected.
And then they demonized her basically, and in Italy, the judicial system, compared to ours, is really fucked up.
They're not saying something.
It's really fucked up.
So you're guilty until proven innocent, basically.
Yeah,
is one of the things that they
and
do.
the paparazzis have ultimate reign in deciding. Basically, public opinion.
They can, public opinion decides
even more
who is guilty or innocent.
And so they basically demonize her as this antichrist, basically, and that she needs to burn, basically.
And part of a couple of things is she knows Italian. She's not, she's well versed, but she's not exactly completely fluent in it. So she first tried talking to them in Italian, and then when she was getting frustrated with how they were responding to it, she finally got a translator, which I don't remember if the translator was actually from the consulate or not. I think the original translator was actually just a member of the police force who didn't, who was right.
Words.
By that point in time, she'd already had a prejudice against her, and what it is she used turns of phrases that we have that if you translate directly into Italian doesn't. It comes completely different to them, right? When we say we would kill for a sandwich, we know that it's not the case. It just means damn, I would love a sandwich.
Hungry.
I'm really hungry. But when you say something, and she said, a turn of phrase kind of like that. And the Italian translator didn't know that was a turn of a phrase. So to them, that counted as being basically saying, I killed her.
And the main prosecutor, he has never really lost a case officially. And he started losing this one at one point. And he's deeply religious. And so think almost Colm-esque. He's gone on a religious crusade to bring her back and bring her to absolution, basically. Honestly, is what it's come to. And they eventually found her... they acquitted the trial, and she was able to get brought back to the United States by a miracle. They got her back.
It took them 3 years or something like that to get her back to the US.
And the government, the U.S. government, basically do not go to Italy or anywhere that's really basically. Please don't leave the United States.
Yeah, basically, don't ever go to Europe.
Don't go to Europe. And so they want to bring them back.
They want
to petitioning to get her
they're
extradited back to Italy.
the United Nations, I think it is.
The U.S. is? Or Italy?
Italy, I think, is petitioning to the United Nations to legally require the United States to send her back.
Which is kind of seems futile to us.
Well, it seems absolutely ridiculous to us, but honestly, the only hope that we've got that we won't have to send her back is that basically the United States and Great Britain are considered to be the two most important members of the nations.
They're the ones who basically run.
And so we pay for the entire United Nations. We pay.
Can I just say how ridiculous that is?
We literally
it's
pay
a great
for
facade.
all
It's a great facade of making
employees. Well, the United Nations do nothing of the sort. They're not actually useful, in any way.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
well,
to
there's
say.
some ways, but not much. Did you ever play the game
Not for the
Mercenaries
value,
for the Xbox?
Are we? I guess we're done then.
No, we're not. He just went to the bathroom. We're waiting for him to come back. Did you ever play Mercenaries for the Xbox? It was like at one point you were basically in like North Korea or somewhere on those. You were somewhere and it was just a war-torn country, and like all the main forces were represented. There was like the Russians, the Chinese, the UN, and all the UN like people. If you were like driving them around, they'd be like USA, UN. So they're all just like American troops who were like, oh wait, no, I'm part of the UN. That's right, and they had to like correct themselves the entire time. It was hilarious.
I don't want to remember what her name is.
I think it was like Anne something. Something's in my head for some reason.
I think it starts with an A too.
Amanda Knox.
There you go. Yep, because that's what I did. Girl tried for murder in Italy.
I did.
My mom has her book in the audio tape.
Wait, where did you get grape soda? Did you bring it?
Yes.
Grape soda?
You want some?
Grape soda. Oh damn! Who put that G there? No one got it.
Soda?
Why? 'Cause
It's from a show.
Soda.
Gape soda?
Gape soda.
That was really funny though. You sounded like really like excited, like oh my god, grape soda.
It's kind of like wait, does Nick have grape soda?
Holy shit! There's like 14 documentaries about her.
Yeah, she has her own. She has a book that my mom's got, and it freaked the hell out of my mom. So my mom was like, "You have to do this. You have to read it." Like, shh, calm down. Calm down. Italy's pretty stupid about a lot of things, but there are some things that I want to know. I want to know about Italian history, not Italy itself. How bad is that?
All right. So,
Okay, so
She was just found guilty in Italy.
okay, so
She's
you
not-
guys have found out that you are the home base is in Sardinia. There are a number of other supplementary bases around the entire world. I mean, as I said, these people cured cancer, so and everything else. So there's a shitload of places that you can go. At this point, you have Zeke Sager, the corporation, the corporation CEO. You have the enemy Scion / Titan Spawn group, and the unknown Dylan. The rising problem of the undead at this point. So, what are you guys doing?
We're going to Sardinia.
On a side note, we can do a lot
let's
of
go
awesome
there.
shit. Sardinia is where the headquarters are.
Should we really go to the headquarters yet?
That is.
Guns blazing.
Flynn goes out and buys a bunch of D&D books,
I mean, do they already know?
and then sits everybody down at the table.
Oh
You
no!
steal the DM shit
Oh my
from
god!
It is like the most horrific moment of any DM's life is if one of the players wants to play D&D in the D&D game.
Oh my god! Can we not?
I'm just messing with you.
That's when God goes,
No.
I smoked Flynn. Anybody else want to try? No?
You smoked.
Smoked Flynn?
Smoked.
Smoked.
Smoked. Smite.
Smoked. Oh.
Smoked. Like when you burn them to a crisp
Smoked.
vis-a-vis.
Programmed
like,
holodeck to
It's a very
Yeah,
Zeus thing.
Just.
anyway.
It's funny.
Oh, cool.
That really sucks if you mess up.
My cousin Carrie is balancing a sledgehammer on his arm like this.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like right there. That's what I said. It really sucks if you mess
So
up.
cool.
That's an emergency room trip.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's when you go, guys, I'm losing balance. Somebody grab it. Somebody grab it.
All right, so are we gonna? I don't know. Does anyone want to stick around here for longer?
Well,
Do we have
being my
reason
house,
to?
that's relatively insulting.
I mean, the fact
but
No, I just. I mean, does anyone
it's
want
like
to
you
stay?
in an awkward
No.
position.
I'm going to shut up now.
Just keep cramming your foot further down your throat, right?
Ooh, God. I have no reason to be here. I say we leave for Sardinia.
What's our game plan? I mean, we're just gonna go to the.
You're just gonna go in there,
We're just gonna
bang
go
on
there,
the
guns
doors,
blazing.
and be like, "Yo, bitch, what's up?"
That's
Guys, we
that's
had
fun.
seals for this, but we lost them, so no.
You have the only way that you're going to get in there diplomatically is with those sigils, and they're gone.
I am all for doing things without thinking about them.
Yeah.
But maybe we should think about this.
All right, what's your
I don't
thoughts?
know what I'm
What's your thoughts, Omar?
Okay, so at this point, the plan is you're going to charge in to the main headquarters of a company who at this point is more powerful than any two countries on the entire planet combined.
Maybe we should hit them where it hurts, not their headquarters. Do they have like a
Now we are thinking.
Resource facility?
resource or distribution facility?
They do have supplementary areas. They have manufacturing plants. They have everything that what would a medical company have? They have hospitals.
Yeah.
They have
Let's go blow up some hospitals.
Take this to hit them where it hurts. Little baby parts just
Oh yeah.
You blew up an infant hospital.
Cold, but they were all red.
What a sensational story about Omar previously entertaining kids at a hospital.
And then the very next door is that you burn down a house.
Yeah. So.
All right,
It's just part of the freak slice persona.
Yeah, I'm just setting up my mystique as a.
I say we look up, see if they have like an R&D
Why do we
department.
need to hurt them? Aren't we after answers?
Oh, we don't remember that whole conversation with the. We don't remember that, do we?
What?
The conversation we had with the CEO.
Where she turned into a dragon or whatever.
Bitch shit.
No. I don't remember any of that.
We remember having a nice dinner with her or whatever.
Fuck. I completely forgot. Nick.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, Colm.
We're all
Throughout the entire thing,
What thing?
throughout the entire encounter with the previous gods,
Oh, okay.
the moment that what was it? The manipulator appeared. You got a really weird gut feeling, but you weren't able to place it.
Okay.
Like just something feels off. That's
Just like not so much off as there's something here. Like this seems familiar, but it wasn't. But you don't know what it was.
Not even unfeeling recognition?
that one applies to people you've seen before, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't hurt to, realize that.
Okay. Well then, let's see. So what we know about the company is that there's something weird going on. Okay. And then the CEO invited us. Well, the CEO invited us where? To the island. Okay, so we're not going in guns blazing. Obviously, we're gonna go meet the.
That's in 4 days.
We're gonna go meet with the CEO
In 4 days.
in 4 days. Maybe we should get some intel first.
Where are we gonna meet the CEO?
I think at the headquarters. Isn't that what?
Yeah, so we should definitely not blow up the headquarters.
Well, we don't have like the means. I don't have the.
Yeah, we definitely don't have the means.
Flynn currently has the means to blow up the thing. None of the rest of you have the means to tear it down brick by brick.
Freak Slice too.
Yeah, let's go. That's when we.
I meant the whole deity.
Load-bearing structures.
I meant the whole deity of fire business.
Uh,
At this point, no, you do too, because you have the deity of the earth. So
You literally
Let's
just
go
take
get
it
them.
brick by brick.
Earthquake.
What are you doing, sir? Nothing.
Yeah.
you just keep going.
I'm undermining the man!
Don't worry about it. I'm renovating.
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 Where's your load-bearing structure?
Look, I am Hispanic.
I do. No compende.
No habla. Yeah, no habla. Yeah.
They just punch through the fucking wall.
Punch the guy's head off. Actually, I have no brawl, so I really need to put points into brawl. Because I'm really strong, so I should probably be able to punch people's heads off.
What should you like better, brawl or melee?
Oh my god.
Well, it's funny though, because I have 0
bunch of
brawl yet
stealing
4
bang
melee,
girls.
so... there you go.
Ice climbers.
No,
It's 'cause-
I don't like that.
I know.
No, it's funny though.
Colm is going to suggest that we go to one of the other, not necessarily the headquarters, but to another installation of theirs, and
Another one in the area.
somewhere along the way or on the area, we can get some.
Let's go blow up the one in the UK.
No, we're not gonna blow it up. We're gonna see if we can get some.
You
We're
said
gonna do
it
some
now.
digging. We're gonna do some digging.
You said it now.
Yeah, well, he has to.
You know what?
He has
You
to
know
say
what's gonna
that.
happen? We're gonna show up there, and Omar's gonna literally start digging a hole with his hands. Gonna just tunnel in.
Is it because he's Mexican? That's just racist.
I was thinking because he's strong. Alright, well maybe that helps him. Does he get a racial bonus for digging?
Racial bonus.
God,
There needs to be racial bonuses.
there
in this
are
game.
Pathfinder.
It would sort of be funny.
Oh.
Well, we actually sort of do. That's what our virtues are, aren't they? They're like racial bonuses.
Pretty much.
So what?
They're
like,
just the nice way of putting
Holmes
it.
white so people pay attention to him? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone respects the old white men. Except you're not old yet, but you'll get there.
I don't remember how old I am actually.
They're
I think it's
working
like
on it. They're twerking on it.
38 or something.
I'm twerking on it.
Okay, so I
So
would
we're going to head to what? One of the other. You said the whole island is owned by them.
The entirety of Sardinia is owned by the.
Maybe we should just
Do
go-
people still live there?
Yeah.
There are
love
villages
people
for the people who work on the actual.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of plants
So every inhabitant of the island is an employee if there's in some capacity
and families.
in families.
So it's like Alcatraz.
Honestly, the vast majority of the people that are there are the families of the people who work at the headquarters of the corporation.
See, I think we're just gonna be. If we go to Sardinia and start asking questions, we're immediately gonna be like descended upon by
Whoa.
The Devourer.
the Devourer.
Whatever her name was, Devourer.
The Devourer.
Wait, we don't know that she's the Devourer, right?
We asked her
I
name.
think they implied that.
No,
None
did they?
none of y'all have asked the gods anything.
But they implied that the sigil was related to the Devourer.
Yes.
Yeah, because
But I think it seems to me like a very logical.
but when
read that she-
when they first saw the sigil, they asked who gave it to us, and we said her name. Because I actually have that written down. I
Okay.
typed it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we can
I'm
assume
pretty
that-
sure they were fairly clear that she was the villain,
Okay.
the Devourer. Villain.
Because one of us asked,
What was her name? Shit, I had it written down somewhere.
Odessa, you mean?
Cruella de-
Caressa Desi.
Carissa, that's a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed someone to prompt me with the sort of name, but. But yeah,
Yeah. It says it has the sigil of her. If so, you are in great danger. One of us asked Carissa Odessi. They said perhaps she is the her that imprisoned them. Oh, that's what I said.
perhaps. Oh, okay.
That's what.
oh.
No, I said perhaps she's the her that imprisoned them, and their answer was, "We know not a name for her, but that of the Devourer." You would have been the one who asked Carissa Odessi, because at that point in time it would have been just us talking to them.
Right.
So their answer was, "We know not a name for her, but that."
So they did suggest that it
So
was.
they know that the
Yeah.
sigil belongs to the Devourer, but they don't know what her Earth name would be.
Okay, so I guess it's not entirely clear.
So it's
They
not
were-
100%. It could
They
be,
suggested that it could be her, or that she could be acting on its behalf, perhaps.
exactly, or Odessi could have been a
Okay,
minion
that's
of
fair. Yeah.
the Devourer.
Okay.
But
Yes, so the whole island is inhabited by employees and their families.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
There is a neutral marina and airport. But beyond the,
Like international territory,
Ooh.
sort of thing.
neutral territory.
That's kind of scary.
Neutral as long as you don't do anything that would require you to be in neutral territory.
So we should be careful when we're out there. We should be very careful when we're out there.
We
Then.
should be careful wherever we are.
Yeah, because even the authorities that would like ideally be on our side are not on
Yeah,
our
that is
side.
ideally for sure.
Yeah. So
Well, maybe that's why I'm saying we should stop at a smaller installation on the way there.
yeah. Wait, fuck with them?
Well,
Wait, are we gonna-
investigate.
We're gonna investigate. Wait, so what do we know about the AMD Corporation?
Something weird's going on. There's that disease going around, and
Yeah.
and then we think that they heard. I guess we weren't there, but they heard that she might be the Devourer.
This shouldn't be related to the Devourer
Yeah,
in some
related.
way.
The Devourer. Is that a Titan?
It's actually it would be that Pantheon's equivalent of a Titan, wouldn't it?
That Pantheon's equivalent. That's a good way of putting that.
Yeah, it's the villain of this
Pantheon.
the Pantheon from the Pathfinder game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which makes us wonder whether or not we ever.
It wears a mask.
Oh, really?
No.
No. Okay.
You know what's gonna happen?
I wasn't
Is
sure whether you're
we're
using
gonna
it or not,
we're gonna be in
but-
Pathfinder when we meet some like person wearing a mask, and we're all just go, "Oh fuck!
Kill it.
Burn it!" Which is of course up to you to do the
so-
Devourer there too. But
Yes, whether I introduce that as a plot element or not. So,
I like this mixing. Sorry.
anyway,
So yeah, there are a number of supplementary areas everywhere. There's manufacturing plants in Sardinia. There's shit everywhere. There's stuff in Europe, Asia.
I would say
You would not be able to go to a country that does not have some form of tie to there.
which one of these countries has the least amount of ties to the United States?
In terms of we're not affiliated with them, or we're trying to please them, or
We're not sucking
I
US
would just
dick.
I would just say let's visit one in Italy so we can just take a boat to the to Sardinia afterward.
All right.
okay.
We don't have to fly. We don't have to attract a whole lot of attention by flying everywhere.
I guess if something came out to the Italian, yeah, okay, let's do that.
Just geographical
Yeah.
proximity.
Okay. Sure.
Yay! Proximity to a place in which none of us can probably speak the language.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know English. That'll get us around.
English.
English. We speak.
Okay,
We speak.
we'll go to the
common.
Vatican. Flynn's Catholic. It'll be all right.
Sure.
God.
It's okay. I believe in Jesus.
I believe in Jesus. I stuck my dick.
My dick.
Okay, so I guess we're going to Italy then. To different compound in Italy.
You guys still
Assuming everyone's okay with that.
You guys still have 4 days until you know that she arrives.
Yeah. We can dick around unless they have nice food at least.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. So you guys are taking a boat there?
Not that fermented
probably
fish
shouldn't-
isn't good,
We probably
but
shouldn't-
So what? You're
Alright.
going to take a car? You're going to take a cab?
I know.
what's
Train. would be probably
what's
the best
that?
idea, but-
What's that one dish?
Well, I guess to
that's
get to
called?
mainland, we would need to take a
The rotten shark or whatever that they eat in Norway.
Oh yeah.
Lutefisk.
Something, yeah, I don't know a lot of.
Or is that Swedish? I don't know.
Swedish?
No.
It's something Scandinavian.
Swedish fish.
Lutefisk. That's something I know.
Norwegian almond cake looks pretty freaking awesome. I just found a picture of that. It's gluten
It's
free.
called- There's this Swedish raw fish that it's called surströmming.
Yeah, it's made with almond.
Surströmming.
Surströmming?
Surströmming.
Maybe we should go to Russia.
It's
Not that
sour.
far away.
That's Swedish for soured herring.
They sure won't want to do the US any favors.
Fermented Baltic
Us?
Sea herring.
Yeah, well. But if we're America's,
Russia won't.
but if we're America's top wanted, they might have some interest in us at that point.
Christmas
Are you
cabbage.
proposing we pull a Snowden?
Yeah, sort of. Okay, I guess.
Flatbread, guys.
I'm just worried about taking a plane from Norway to Italy or.
This stuff actually looks really.
Well, we have free types jet.
Not your thing.
Oh,
jet.
duh. Never
Yeah.
mind.
No, otherwise I wouldn't
No.
have.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yes,
like.
do that.
Okay. Yeah, we're taking
it's
free
actually
jet to
kind of
Italy.
good.
Yeah, I'm really glad I have this.
Yeah, I'm very glad you're popular and have money.
Yeah.
Yay for being the one successful person in our group.
Success is
Going
I would
international.
call being a judge fairly successful. But
that's a relative thing.
Okay, so we're flying to Italy.
Okay. Where are you going?
Italy.
Woo! Yay for being specific.
we'll probably fly into Rome.
Somewhere, yeah, we
I know there's
have to go to
an
another
international airport
one,
there, at
another one
least.
of their headquarters, not headquarters, but another one of their outposts, or whatever you want to call it, installations
Okay.
in Italy, wherever that might be.
Italia.
I guess, yeah, we're probably flying into Rome or something, probably.
And actually, no. While we're there, Flu's going to take advantage of that 4 days of free time to do the whole battlefield meditation thing.
Ooh,
By the battlefield
I'm
there.
sorry, this is great.
Probably like the Rubicon or something.
I'm showing you in a sec, Spencer.
God.
What?
I think I know. Oh, yeah. God.
It's pretty.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
It was one of those things like, what's this going to be? And then it's like, oh my god. It's hard to go the other way. There you go. How's that, please?
So yeah, while we're there, Fun's going to find a battlefield and use that 4 days to
Okay, so you were separating from your group.
Yeah, for these 4 days in preparation, I guess.
Okay. I can work with that. Okay, so
I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be doing nothing but meditating. It's not, it's not like 96 hours straight just sitting in a field, like,
Your mother is the Morgan.
One of us just walks by, saying, "What the hell are you doing?"
Well, meditation. But so it's not like he has to separate them from them totally during that time. Just he has to be spending most of the day there.
Okay. So yeah, I think let me look that up really quick.
I'll just check the details, make sure.
Oh yeah, you got a shit ton. World War II, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's Italy. If they don't count as having battlefields, there's
I'm just gonna look up a specific.
I'm pretty sure you can find a battlefield in literally any country you look.
I'm sure there's any. Nick, how are we doing on time?
Okay, let me see what time it is.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 8:55.
We'll go for like half an hour.
Caring for it, meditating power within it. Yeah.
Huh?
It's 8:56, not 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so yeah, it's basically just he has to dedicate 4 days to
Lord God.
caring for it and meditating on the location.
Okay.
It's just 4 days of activity.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Flynn is going to go off and he is going to get the
Politely excuse himself.
He is going to get the meditation done. What are you guys doing? You're going to land in Bumblefuck Italy. What are you doing?
I'm walking around thinking it's similar, but completely different to everything that I was familiar with as a child. Let's go get some motherfucking spaghetti.
It would be similar. It's really family based. So.
Well, yeah, and Italian is a very similar language to Spanish.
It is at that.
it is very similar.
Yeah, you're probably the one who has the closest amount of hope of actually picking up the language.
I look like I'm Italian already, so I'm doing pretty well. Except, besides the fact that I'm monstrous, ripped.
Yeah.
So
And you're
ripped.
draped in a snake.
Oh, and I got
And you have a
snake.
giant bladed axe.
Yeah, I looked
And
brilliant.
you have lovesick groupies following you around.
Yeah, basically.
That was the other thing. I forgot to give you respite. On your guys' plane trip. It was super attractive, right? It was an overnight
Did a
trip.
bunch of his groupies pass out because of Flynn? Cause I would
no.
laugh. Did we just start
The
putting up
group- something
groupies
happens-
because of Flynn?
Something happens to the groupies. Something actually does happen to the groupies.
One actually is a werewolf, and it's just a massacre.
Let's let him.
I'm sorry.
Are we finished? You done, bitch? Alright.
Yeah, the DM's mad.
You are literally under attack by planet Jupiter.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
It's like the moon in Majora's Mask.
Oh.
Just no. We're done.
11 out of 10, it was okay.
Eating that little translucent brain. They look like translucent brains.
I prefer to think of them as testicles.
Oh, they do look like testes. Right? Anyway.
Alright then.
Let me look up what an unsacked testicle looks like.
Oh man, we completely derailed.
Can we find out what happened to the groupies?
Well, that's what happened to the group.
Dude, start looking up
Twitter answers for really want to know what my testicles look like unsacked. Unsacked.
I kind of want to know what some of these potential answers are. They could be really funny, or they could be downright.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
This is why I don't Google search some of these things, because you really don't want to know what
I'm
other
pretty
people
sure
think of.
Letters already Googled it. He Googles everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just Googles things and to see what pops up.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. That kind of shit we find.
Okay. Okay, so it's an overnight flight. We're just gonna say that straight off the bat. It's an overnight flight, and when you guys wake up, you notice straight off the bat that your groupies are. Oh God, what? I don't even know what the.
I wonder
How
if
to
it's back by
describe
Elena.
tension, man.
How to
Oh my
describe it without
God.
giving it away. Your groupies are suddenly. walk out. They walk out of the rooms. They sleep together, by the way. They walk out of the room, and all of them are suddenly on the level of Wonder Woman. It looks like
some of them are guys too, because like I have
they?
gay fans. Of course I would.
Oh, I thought you said that all of those 5 groupies that followed you were all female.
I never specifically said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
I'll say 3 females, 2 guys.
We specified, I think, what culture they were from. I think that's what we did. Is we specified.
I'm sorry. I was assuming
They described them all.
There's like nothing detailed about these groupies. I don't even care
They're
about
just
them.
people.
They're just blobs.
Honestly, I kind of would be
to
happy to not have groupies, but they. Oh, no, tell me.
Well,
what
you spent the dots on them, so I was finally using them.
I'm not getting rid of them. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's not that. It's
Well, I say Alex is gonna be
so
sad.
they look like Wonder Women. And
the females appear. The females have grown taller and larger in larger in body, and the males have upgraded sort of the same as well.
Damn.
The raw stats of this is that your female groupies have turned into Amazons, and your the male groupies are basically just male versions of the same.
They're Spartans.
Perfect.
So pretty much the same stats more. or less.
They'll be very.
They're like 1 more point of strength.
Are they still gonna use?
And the girls have 1 more point of dexterity.
Are they still gonna use shit like staplers to attack?
The one still has its giant, modified, industrial, weaponized stapler.
What if I use a nail gun?
You wanted to just use a nail gun?
Yeah.
Okay, one of them.
I want
just
one of my
has a nail
groupies to
gun.
use a nail gun.
It has an enchanted replenishing nail gun.
Hell fucking yes! Oh, it's so dangerous. Keep that shit on safety in the jet though. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, so are we still in the jet?
Yeah.
Or we're landing
I guess we
we're
know-
landing in Italy, so my groupies, after orgying for a little while, they're out. I'm like, hey, you guys look all right. I like you. I like you guys.
So how much is their stamina increase?
You've been working out.
Just upgrade all of their stats to the Amazon stuffs.
Cool.
I don't have those things in here. But
Amazon?
they'll be-
Yes, you do. They're in regular people.
I don't have that section
Oh,
printed out.
okay.
I didn't bother with that section.
Yeah.
My followers.
But they're in the hero level rule book, yeah. You can just like Control F the document to find Amazons.
No, I don't have it up. I was
don't
looking
have
at the
it.
quick reference.
Is that fun?
All right. So anyway,
So we'll figure out the stats for them later. They're seriously supercharged at this point. They are the best that humans can get at this point. They're not yet
Oh my God.
your dogs, but they're the best that humans can get. Doggies.
Doggy.
Okay. So you guys are landing in. I should probably look that up.
Well, run away.
The Roman airport, the one in Rome.
Yeah, you guys are landing in Rome. There's a whole bunch of
not quite bumblefuckingly.
not quite bumblefuck at all.
Bumblefuck?
Yeah,
I like it's not bumfuck, it's bumblefuck.
bumblefuck.
The Italy and the
Cockadookie bullshit.
airport
Bumblefuck
in Florence
nonsense.
is so small.
Dookie bullshit. Nice.
I actually have no idea where that's from.
Ooh, this is
Actually, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So okay, landed in Rome.
When in
Okay,
Rome?
so y'all have landed in Rome. You have, at this point, 3 days until. At this point, you have 3 days until you 3 days until the CEO said that she'd be back from whatever she was doing. Again, she did not specify with any of you. You are going off to a battlefield. What are the rest of you doing? It's the classic Roman airport.
Classic Roman airport.
It is for all intents and purposes a normal airport. It just happens to be in Rome. There's a whole lot of what's the derogatory term for Italians? There's a whole bunch of Guidos running around.
Jesus.
There's actually Colm and Branwen noticed that there are a whole bunch of gypsy cells operating in the airport, running a whole bunch of pickpocketing schemes.
Wait, what? Uh oh.
Yeah. See, they're using the children tactic.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon's a good person to have around so we don't get mugged. Not that that would be.
Holy fuck! We'll go over here.
Not that we get
Yeah,
mugged.
that's basically it.
Honestly, you just like punt those little fuckers.
If you punted one of the gypsy children, you'd probably kill it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know exactly. No,
It just no longer exists.
It no longer exists.
I'd probably like laugh as they crawl all over me and then see all the nicest qualities in them and then
Punch
tell
them
to go.
literally into next week.
They're probably all Freak Slice fans anyway, so they won't be able to go.
It's like freak slice.
Bueno!
Freak
is bueno!
slices.
Or like, bueno! Molto bene, Freak Slice!
Oh my god.
Freak slice.
Okay. Okay. So you all see
Meditating, volunteering,
Flynn,
whatever.
y'all see Flynn climbing into a cab and driving off.
I mean, he explains to them what he's doing before he leaves.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you guys
It's
are
just part
in
of
you
his-
guys are in the
part of
you
his
guys are in the middle
obligations.
of the Roman airport.
It's
You
one of the
give me
special
a
things
perception
for
check.
Celtic
Already have
Irish
seven.
Scions.
Keep going with it?
They can have a gift where they have to like
No.
fill some. in
You
exchange for
notice that from
extra
the
power. He has to basically spend four days out of every month meditating and like maintaining some sort of battlefield.
So this day you're gonna go maintain a battlefield?
Yeah, pretty much
Like,
for the next
volunteer?
4 days.
Oh,
I
just
wonder
gonna get out of the
what
way
would
now.
happen if you're there during one of those like Civil War reenactments or something. Sir,
he'd probably-
can you please get off?
He'd probably just like help out with making
Yeah.
sure it's historically accurate or something.
That's actually pretty cool.
That would be considered like helping to maintain it, I guess. Clean
Can
up,
you imagine how annoyed
set up, clean up, stuff like that.
How would he feel if there was like a tourist just pissing on the field? Would he freak out? Something like that.
Probably.
What are you doing desecrating this precious soil? People died here.
Porta John is over there.
Isn't that what you?
They then continue to pee themselves out of fear.
Yeah.
Just rip the dick off.
So yeah, he's just finds part of his obligations in exchange for his extra powers he gets.
Yep.
So
Okay.
and so it basically says, I mean, it's not like he's gone for the whole time either. It's just kind of during the day he'll be there helping out. He'll still hang out.
Just to chill. Chill. Order room service with it.
He'll still be around. He's just unavailable for missions.
Okay. So,
Anyway.
you are driving off. You guys are. Oh, I'm sorry. You notice. You actually notice a familiar figure getting off of a plane coming from the Americas.
Uh-oh.
It is Derek Brom getting off of the plane.
Oh God.
Derek Brom?
Wasn't that
It's the one he's also fate bound to.
Yeah, the other dude, the hospital
It's
dude.
the morgue
Oh,
guy.
Jesus.
And he.
He's getting off of.
Oh, was he the guy that...
Was it the first session?
No.
Yeah, no, second
Oh.
or third
Yeah.
section of
Okay, I must have missed this one.
Wait, what is...
Well, you didn't come until like
Is he like the guy who worked there?
the dude in the morgue who called me and was like, "What the hell's going on with these bodies?" And
Yeah, so he's fucking showing up here to
Yeah.
talk
Oh yeah, that was
about-
before. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Derek Braun. Okay, and I see him getting off a.
You see him getting off of a plane coming from the United States.
Okay, I'm gonna approach him.
No, not coming from the United States. Coming from where do you live?
Norway.
Oh, no.
Coming from Norway.
Is Derek
Malta?
Brown
Malta.
Dylan? All right, I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna approach Derek then, as long as we're.
He's the engineer.
Okay.
I'm not sure, like driving or something. I see him out the window. I'm like, shit. Driving on the runway.
Okay. So you approach him as he's getting off. He sees you. His eyes go wide. He throws down his fucking bags. He stomps up to you and actually punches you straight in the chest.
I'm gonna dodge. Attempt to dodge.
Okay.
Well, considering his dodge is like what 16,
No, it's not that high. It's like maybe. It's,
still ridiculous.
hold on.
You have to. You get.
I don't roll. It's compared to against the score.
No, I'm talking about Like if it was somebody rolling against you, I was saying, so you have to roll like.
Oh yeah, it'd be like melee or brawl.
Dexterity brawl.
Dexterity brawl.
He's gonna miss, and he goes sprawling. And you hear a couple of the gypsy children burst out laughing as they rush over to grab his stuff.
Do my dogs laugh too? I guess I didn't really summon them, so.
Alright, well, I'm going to intervene with the kids. And scare them off so they don't steal all the stuff.
Nobody loves you.
The children all appear to be in good physical health. They're all wearing. You can notice small purple small things on the inside of their clothing that are glowing slightly purple. And as you look closer, you know that they're small gypsy pendants.
Gypsy pendants.
Like, gather around, kid. I'll take your group photo.
Can I just set one of their shirts on fire? Just let them all panic.
Oh my god. I leave and this happens.
She's not exactly the most morally,
Upstanding.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Alright, so I'm like...
No, I could probably just get there faster than them, honestly.
Just really quick. Do you have to zonk out at 9:30, or are we going to hang out for a little bit?
I was just going to start wrapping it up at 9:30, and then I was probably going to go to bed afterwards.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I could probably just get there before them.
Please smash.
Because I have that ability that allows me to move fast.
Right,
too.
the fast running thing.
So you actually do
I don't
with
think
the
it's.
kids?
I don't think you'd have any trouble shooing.
No, I think I would try it completely normally.
I don't think you'd even need a roll or anything.
Honestly, I think they'd be kind of freaked out by just me.
Yeah, so you run over and you interpose yourself between the children and Brahm and Derek's luggage, and you notice that, and the kids immediately skid to a halt and gasp a little bit, drawing the attention of the gypsy women over across the way, and one of them gasps and makes some sort of eldritch equivalent to a
crossing themselves.
Yeah. Eldritch equivalent of crossing themselves like a Catholic, and gathers the children too as she backs away, mouthing the Italian word for abomination.
Ooh, God. Shit.
It's not like I know what the word means.
So is Braun on the floor?
Derek is on the floor, but he's almost immediately back on his feet, and he's charging at you again. But it's not like he's actually trying to hurt. He's just one of the. Yeah. And he's chanting "What the fuck did you do? What is happening? Do you have any idea how many people are looking for you after I saved your fucking ass?"
Braun, maybe you shouldn't be yelling these accusations in an airport. You think of that one, Braun?
There are a couple of security people watching very, very closely.
What does Braun do when I tell him that?
He's still coming at you.
Hey, Braun, we need to go, Braun.
Braun?
The guy's name, Derek Braun.
Derek Braun.
I'm like, Braun, you need to calm down. We need to get out of here.
This is a guy that you know very well. You've served a couple of what's the word I'm looking for? Tours with him overseas. Okay. So
I try to hustle him outside so he doesn't make a scene. I'm assuming this is on the other side of security and shit. So.
Brandon perches on his luggage.
Perches?
Probably, yes.
Staring around with hate.
I don't
Brandon Garen's the cockatrice glare, the fluster stares.
Honestly,
just staring with abject hatred at everything. Speaking of which, I found a poison in game called cockatrice spit. Can I milk Flusters for his spit as the poison?
Maybe. I'll get back to you on that.
Teach Flusters the command drool.
Yes.
Yes, all of it.
Good baby, good dog. Good
dog.
Good dog.
My good precious bird. She's probably literally just sitting on top of it, just feet up on one of the other bags, just watching. Yeah, come on, kids. Don't worry. I can throw my knife well.
Yeah, D's the man.
Okay, so are we outside?
Oh, there.
Yes, y'all have gone outside.
That's really cute. Fucking steampunk people.
Yeah.
So I look at Derek and I'm like,
it's a cool coat.
That's cool.
What is it?
That is
Steampunk
cosplay
bullshit.
people. Oh my gosh, on stilts.
Jesus Christ.
That's hard enough, just not on stilts.
It's really hard to move.
I work kills.
Well, she was wearing like a Victorian gown, you know, and then she's doing it on
Yeah.
stilts with a gown
Hard.
long enough to cover the stilts.
Okay, I asked Derek, I'm like, so Derek, it's nice to see you too.
Do you have any idea how many people are looking for you again? What the fuck did you burn down the Teldry Mansion for?
Bro, they weren't good folks. So they had it coming.
Okay, he actually at this he stops and like steps back a little bit, and he said, "You fucking changed since the tours, man. There's something wrong with you."
The tours.
Yeah, he started hanging out with us.
Change is part of life, bro. What are you doing here in Italy, by the
Did you
way?
ever? Since when did you turn into some
Never mind.
philosophical twat?
Never mind mentioning the fact that we didn't start that fire.
Yeah.
Y'all are really not gonna like the stories going around about you back home.
Oh, God. Let's just say that there was much more going on
Nah, I don't think
than the media portrays. By a large margin.
By the way, my dad's a god.
That's not gonna come out. My kid, he'd be like, yo, you fucking insane. What's your fucking head?
I tried to reason with you. You
And
want to know the
it
truth? Okay.
doesn't really matter, Brom. What are you doing here in Italy?
Like that. Well, hopefully that kid doesn't have a
I'm here to
arachnophobia.
what was it? I got a Mrs.
thing.
Wait, that was a real spider?
No, it's fake.
Okay, I was
Sorry.
saying, what the
Sorry,
frick?
no, you're good. You're good. I got another Mrs. He like looks at you, like shakes off, and is like, you know what? No, don't worry about it. I'm here on my own business. Just stay out of trouble, okay? And he actually tries to walk off.
I mention, I say to him, or not say to him, but I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll go see the AMD Corporation by ourselves then. Sort of directed at him to see if that actually has a reaction.
He stops and and you see him smack himself in the face, and he turns around and says, "What? What are you doing now?
Oh, I thought.
Are you following me? Do you know I am? What are you doing?"
I thought you were leaving. What is
He
this?
arrived here from Norway.
I know, but I'm joking with him because he said he was leaving. I'm like, oh, I thought you're still here. Oh, okay, all right. No, I'm not following you. In fact, we got here before you did, so
Fuck you.
seemed like the other way around, wouldn't it, Brom? Are you investigating them or what?
I was called by Mrs. I was called. He gives a very, very heavy sigh, and he shakes his head and is like, "I got another call from Adesi's assistant. They're having some more problems with some contagion that they can't identify in their cadavers. So I'm going back again to assist.
And how much do you trust her?
They pay me. I don't need to."
I just glare at him after saying that. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, Brom, well, I guess I'll see you around then.
That's from Journey, isn't it?
Okay, he says, "Huh." And he just
That or they're from,
and he
like,
and he shakes his head and he walks. He shakes his head and he walks
Those
off.
things. Actually,
I
those-
summon,
I don't know, yeah.
I thought it was from
who is the
Journey.
sniper? Lepidus. I summon Lepidus.
It's
The mage?
Zelda or?
It looks like
Actually, it's Zelda. It's Zelda because it's the Twilight Princess.
It's like Zelda.
Yeah. Yeah, I summon Lepidus, and I basically say, hey, keep an eye out.
Lepidus can't get that far out of your range.
Really? Why?
Like, it wouldn't be able to follow him to the ends of the earth.
Really?
No.
You sure about it?
Is there not a tether? I thought there was a tether.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, my bad.
There's on Fatebound.
distance.
Fatebound gets tethers, I think.
Yeah. Anyways, you can see why we think it's like from Twilight Princess. Because those are some of the monsters and stuff in it.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Because it's got the same sort of markings. And then she's
Yeah, I don't think there's any kind of range limit on them.
No.
Okay. Then yeah, sure.
Okay, I tell him to keep an eye on him. Let me know if anything comes up. Basically.
Okay. He does. He stalks off and starts following him.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's go ahead toward the installation, guys.
Let's do it.
With such enthusiasm.
Let's start the invasion.
The invasion
Have fun
begins.
storming the castle.
As he pulls out a bunch of dice.
Storming the castle. Good stuff.
Do we want to just stop now so
Yeah,
that way
let's say,
we don't
is
end
this a
up...
good
That's a
stopping
good
point?
Yeah,
This is a good
dude.
stopping point.
It's from Zelda.
Zelda.
It's from
Zelda?
Zelda.
Alright.
It's Twilight Princess.
Zeldo.
Zildo, the dildo. Dun 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 dun.
Anyways, do you guys know Journey, the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I heard it was good.
It's
Journey's so
pretty.
good.
I would play it if it was on PC.
That is.
Yeah, me too.
I've had some really good moments playing that game.
Oh, I've played it on a PlayStation. It was my friend's.
It's
yeah, it's on
a
the PlayStation. If you buy it, I think you can get it. If you have the PS3 version of the game and get a PS4, you can get the PS4 version free. Or there's like an updated version on PS4 for free.
Huh.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Something cool like that. Something cool like that. Something cool like that.
I do under like my friends like just play this game Journey. I'm like, why?
What about this for
They're like,
That was my plus
because it's just the prettiest game
Evelyn.
ever.
She summons like skeletal hands on the ground for her hate spike.
Wait, who's this? Wait,
Evelyn. League of Legends.
Oh, yeah, that looks fucking cool as shit.
No one ever plays Evelyn, so I'm not surprised you don't know one.
So,
I don't know her moves, so yeah.
we played. Yeah, so we played for 3 hours. So if you want to base it off that.
Yeah, like 8.
Okay.
Uh,
82.
We have to try a new Evelyn build.
Evelyn.
It was 8, they said?
Yeah, so we're at 82 now.
Yep. Cool. My math is on the same.
On par.
It's on par. We're good.
On par.
And Pear,
Oh, I need to check.
how many experience points do you get per day?
What did you call me?
How many experience points?
Experience points for Gertin Dirt. For Gertin Dirt. I just said 8.
Yep. So the
8.
total is 82.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm actually fairly well balanced in my attributes now that I look at them. No, I am pretty well balanced. Like, it's not like him where he has like everything in stamina.
Yeah, I'm so unbalanced.
You're unbalanced.
I'm really unbalanced.
Almost unhinged.
Parking on the third campus.
Except of course I left my strength
happy
weird
to
because
go.
I have
This is my
2
first time doing
epic
this kind of
strength
thing,
and
so-
2 regular strength.
Okay, that's fine.
So my strength's a little bit odd. Oh, and my appearance is even weirder because I technically have 2 epic appearance. And one
Your appearance
regular.
is so damn epic.
But my appearance is negative, so
It inspires fear as opposed to, oh, hello.
Flynn's got the ooh hello and I've got the oh.
Hello.
So wouldn't that just
Hello, can you go?
you know what would be weird is if Flynn and I just walked around places like alone. Everybody's just like, this is the most confusing couple like I've ever seen.
Like walks around, walk. Flynn and Bram were walking around together, and people were like, "Oh, hello," and then they moved their eyes over, and I was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate."
Flynn, come on, why didn't you do better?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He likes me for my brain. Shut up.
It's my veil.
That night, kill all the other bitches.
Evelyn is by
Oh, you
far
playing
by far my favorite character, but at the same time, she falls off so hard. Oh my god, she falls off hard. Nick, are you kicking us out at 9:30 or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, really?
I mean, like, it's 9:30 in 0 seconds.
We should let him.
Oh my god!
Pull a Wii.
We should let him sleep.
No. We should. I just just started a game, so I'll be out when I finish.
Wait, you just started a game of League?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play
That's fun.
Smash, man.
Well, why don't we just go to your place?
At this moment, Hank,
I
we're
don't
going to
need
ask
to
you for a
invite
little
myself over.
brother.
Oh my god.
That's totally dogs for you.
It's Friday night.
What is Mr. Letterer doing? Nick, this is
He's over
not
hanging out with his friend Ben to Ben's.
Oh, Nick, this is not me just ignoring you, but the both of you. Can they come and hang out as well? Or? Sure.